live,
Listen now,
and we're going
pay
live, and
attention.
we
We're grown people
are
out here.
live.
It's time you
Morning
start thinking like you have
thoughts,
some
morning
sense.
thoughts,
I'll catch
morning
you on the next
thoughts.
video.
Shout out to the
It's
people going
SOUFLOTV
out to work this morning. Shout
I'm
out to
out.
the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to Pussy G. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out, extra special shout out to all the clean hearted, good hearted people who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Today is the 11th of March 2025, and we give thanks because we have been allowed to be here, preserved to be here, gifted with this presence to be here, and here we are. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning. You already know. The chat is closed. The chat is probably going to be closed for the foreseeable future. However, Jerome Pearson, thank you for being here. Uh, Good morning, Flo. I'm early for class. I tried to start the live earlier, so that's probably creating some confusion as well. The live that I tried to start earlier had a monkey come up on the screen. When the monkey comes up on the screen, it means I can't see my comment section. So I decided to turn off that live and I had to start it all over again. And when I did, the monkey came up on the screen again. So it's not my doing, it's something going on with YouTube and going live. And it's just something that we have to work around, right? But here we are, anyways. They used Pum Pum to lure him. Jamaica murders, Skyrocket. The truth about Mavado's son comes out. And I'm having to read my comment section on another screen, but that's okay. I can see you over here. And it's crazy. It's crazy because I switched computers just so I could see the screen and watch and read it while I do this at the same time, and it can't come up on this screen. So I go to this other computer, and it comes up over here. What a rotted. Power off the Puma. Pussy G said power off the Puma. Power off the Pums. Power off the Pums, my friend. Yes, yes. So I don't think we're gonna stay that long this morning. Before me do all that though, let me start off like this. Sometimes when you get up in the morning, you see, you and you feel like you have a bad vibes going on, try doing this. Lay back down. Lay back down for about 5 minutes. Close back your eyes them for about 5 minutes. And then get up again. Alright? If you're not suffering from any permanent injuries, any life threatening ailments, or anything like that, you should be waking up thankful every day. I ain't telling everybody how to live their life. I'm just telling you that you waking up mad or you being triggered by the first thing that goes off in the morning is not going to help your day. I have this video I put up this morning about they are now arresting green card holders. So in the comment section, a sister said, this is Paulette Youtley. Paulette Youtley said, the judge said no. I saw it on the news this morning. That's in my comment section. So it is important for me to respond. So I responded and said, I clearly said that in this video that it was temporarily blocked. Paulette responded with, SOFLO, you don't have to be so rash. I just replied when you first started. I didn't get a chance to listen as I was boarding my train. You don't have to be so rash. Jesus Christ. What is with these types of people? Like, sometimes I answer some people, I just answer people because I don't want you to really leave a comment and feel like me skip over your comment, or I don't see you, or I ignore you, even though you contribute, etc. It's in my nature to pay some attention to everybody, kind of thing, make everybody feel like somebody, kind of thing, right? You don't have to be so rash. Mr. Paulette, get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning here, sir. So I encourage Paulette to go find some place when she get to work. Find a corner, go in the corner and take a 5-minute break. Breathe. All right, just do some deep breathing exercises. Like, it works for me. Do about 5 of those. Just fill your lungs with oxygenated air, and take in 5 of those, let them out, and do that, and then go on about your day. All right. I hope your day gets better than how it started out. I hope things get better for you. All of us are going through something. So I don't know what part I got through this morning. Maybe the man wasn't there. Some people be all frustrated early in the morning because some things are missing from your life. Sex is very important. I don't know why we don't talk about it enough. I don't know why people are making it seem like sex is taboo. You don't have to be graphic about it, but you can talk about it. Sex is super important. Yeah, cause you ever see all the people them will say, "Oh, I haven't had any in so long, and I've been with nobody more crabbit than those people." like a little mad pit bull or a little mad chihuahua fresh out of Mexico for everything. Sometimes you just need a one proper session, and then you be on your way, feeling more relaxed and calm, and things don't really bother you as much as they seem like they'll bother you. So there's a lot of people who are probably still over on the other video that we started this morning before this one, but once YouTube erases it, they'll probably head on over here. All right. Get you some in your life if you don't have some, or do something if you don't have some. Because some of we are come outside in the morning time too wound up and stressed out from early morning. You're supposed to come out in the morning. Good morning, how you doing? That get your blood pumping, get the day started good. Hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Them kind of something there. Anyhow, listen. I don't know which one to start with. You're gonna tell me which one to start with, and then I'm gonna go ahead. So there's a story here about Mavado's son case. The truth is coming out. I was shocked. I was shocked. So I feel like it's my duty to put this piece of information out there. It's still trending that Dante, his murder conviction was overturned and he is now free. But there's some information here that I think the world needs to know concerning that. On top of that, there's another story here about the 3 women who were charged with the Digicel employee Kevin Walker's slaying, and Jamaica's murder rate skyrockets. Those are the 3. You can choose which one we start with, and I will go from there. All right. May I wait for you? You have 60 seconds to choose, or I will just start where I start. I thought I would be able to see my comment section, and or nobody not type nothing. Okay. Somebody else I got start when me want to start then. Am I not seeing the comments? May I see the comment? The comment section is not moving. Senior Sexy, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. I see your comment on the Pussy G comment. I don't know if anybody else is commenting. Marie's Message 411 TV is in the building. Says Wayne Core, Miss Golly Robinson, G. Jerome Pearson, blessed morning to you. Okay. So there has been 40 seconds gone so far. Nobody has said anything. I will take it to another 50 seconds gone. One person says Pussy G. Paulette would be in the age group of 45 and up. If her name was Ann or Stacy, I would love me some Stacy, but it Paulette, says Paulette would be in the age group of 45 and up. Jerome is a big woman named that. Paulette. Ain't nobody naming their children Paulette no more. Simon G, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. All right, so. All right. The only one we got so far was Pussy G. Thank you for saying that. So we'll just go with that. We'll start out with Mavado's son. So Mavado's son whole case. It seems, boy. All right, check it. Remember how the story sounds for Mavado's son's case? How the father was there, and the father was the one that answered the door, and the girl wanted to speak to his son, and them pushed the door open, and they were fighting for the door, and he was telling them don't do it, and he recognized their faces because his youths that grow up in the same community and know them from them little and a grow, and when they were torturing his son, beating him, chopping him before they shot him in his head. He was standing right there. And him said to them, said they might as well kill him because him dead already. And if they allow him to live, he's going to do everything in his power to make sure he get justice for his son. Remember all that? Wow. It, that piece of information right there is what sold this case in the heart of the public. Everybody say, yo, that is gruesome. In front of the man, father, all that happen, and then make the elder live, like some gangster, like we decide who live and who dead. Make him live, man. Remember the boss said want him head? Dante gave him a blade, him start saw off him head, all these things. That sound like a movie. Rotted. Watch this. All right, here we go. I'm pulling up the information back again. So what happened now is information is being released from the actual case filing paperwork of the case. And it doesn't match what was circulating in the news leading up to Dante's life sentence. The decision has sparked mixed reactions on social media and around the world, with some expressing concerns for the victim's family. Of course, a lot of people are saying, man, everybody is wishing him a second chance and all that. What about the victim's family? Now, while others see it as a testament to the justice system working fairly, some people are saying the Jamaica justice system is foolishness. The Court of Appeal, in its written judgment, said that the conviction of the two men had been rendered unsafe, leading to the substantial miscarriage of justice. Consequently, the court said that there was justifiable bias for it to quash the convictions and set aside the sentences that were imposed by the trial judge. Brooks was sentenced to life imprisonment in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston on March 19th of 2021 for the 2018 killing of Lorenzo Thomas. He was also found guilty for illegal possession of firearm and arson, and he was ordered to serve 22 years before he would be even eligible for parole. Additionally, he was sentenced to an additional 15 years for illegal possession of a firearm, and he was also sentenced to another couple of years for arson. But the judge ordered that those would run concurrent, so he would serve the longer sentence before eligible for parole, which is 22 years, because all the other years added would have been absorbed into and dissolved within serving the 22 years. I don't know how that go already. So with that says, in relation to Hines got pretty much the same sentence minus a few years. And according to attorney Hugh Wildman, who led the successful appeal for Brooks, the local appellate court sided with the defense due to issues with eyewitness testimony. Wildman stated that the trial judge failed to properly address the identification issues, and he allowed inadmissible hearsay evidence. When we compare the paperwork to that story when we just opened up with and gave y'all, how the father was there and he must say, no man, you can let him know, you have to cut off him head and all that too, right? Because he's trying to give his son a good burial, at least them done shoot him already, kill him, all that. None of that was there. Apparently, none of that happened. None of that happened according to the documents. This whole story came from made up somewhere, and just like they said right here, for some reason that made it into the courthouse and made it into the judge's mind as well. The critical grounds were the identification issues which were not properly dealt with by the trial judge. The prosecution led a lot of inadmissible hearsay evidence. So the prosecution even was using it. So there were issues of law as to the inadmissibility of evidence that should not have been there in the first place. And then now there was no way to prove that. They made that up, gave it to, and they kept repeating it. And that is why we out here was repeating the same thing. Only to find out that we have been repeating something that never got so in the first place. So there were issues of law as to the inadmissibility of this type of evidence, and it should not have been accepted into evidence, but it was. We were able to show how the hearsay evidence tied in with the identification issues. This is how they freed him. In a written judgment released on Friday, Court Appeal President Judge Justice Marva McDonald Bishop, which is the same judge that overturned Vibes Cartel's conviction and the rest of the guys, Madsus and Sean Storm, Justice David Frazier and Justice Kisak Lang determined that the conviction should be quashed because the trial judge made an error in the treatment of the identification evidence that was unreliable and the credibility issues of the sole eyewitness. None of this came to the public. We are of the view that the failure of the learned trial judge to adequately warn him of the dangers inherent in the identification evidence, combined with the deficiencies in the treatment of the identification and matter going to the credibility of the prosecution sole eyewitness, resulted in the applicants being deprived of the safeguard developed by law to prevent the ghastly risk of conviction on unreliable evidence of identification. This is what Lang wrote in the judgment on behalf of the 3 panel judges. He added that the Crown, having candidly accepted that the trial judge made an error in treating with the evidence of identification and the conflict in the evidence of the prosecution's main witness, which critically affected his credibility and reliability, has quite rightly not argued for a retrial. The single witness was the deceased father, this deceased person's father. And I think this also is what struck everybody else, is him father. Him father, nah gonna lie. Him father want justice for him son. What a brave man. But hear this. The allegations were that, this is the paper now, June 5th, 2018, gunmen invaded Thomas's house and shot him. The man, you remember the whole story? He was there. Him see how them do him son. Him did I beg them to stop. Even when they was cutting off him head, him say, all right now. That's not how it went. That is not how it went. June 5th, 2018, gunmen invaded Thomas's house and shot his son. The man, the father, later saw his son clutching his chest as he fell to the ground. According to the details outlined in the paperwork before the courts, the father ran and hid in a neighbor's house. Thomas' father said that he recognized the faces of 3 men, 2 of whom were allegedly the now convicted and the ones who just recent, which includes Mavado's son and his co-accused. Thomas' body was then set ablaze after he was shot several more times. Autopsy showed nothing happened as far as sawing off the head and anything like that. His father fled and hid in a neighbor's house and then later gave a statement to the police. During the father's testimony at the trial, the witness admitted that in his first statement that was given to the Constant Spring Police Station, he said in court that the men that came into his house had on masks and he couldn't see them. And then he came back later and said they didn't have on any mask and he could see everybody. He later confessed to lying. He said that he told the police it was 4 men first, and then told them that it was 3 men and a woman who entered in the house the night his son was killed. The witness told the courts that he lied because the police station, he thinks that's a corrupted police station. In response to those admissions, the appeal court judges said that the trial judge, and this is all before the verdict was read. So the judge had full knowledge of all of this. And remember, there was no jury. It was all decided by this judge. So with all these conflicting testimonies from this one eyewitness, in response to those admissions, the appeal court judges said that the trial judge did not adequately explain why he, the judge, did not adequately explain why he accepted that witness' first explanation as reasonable, by extension, credible, in light of the alternative and contradictory explanation also coming from the witness of him being pressured. He gave multiple stories, and the judge chose which one of the stories he wanted to go with. That's what happened in Mavado's son's case. The eyewitness gave multiple stories, and the judge chose which one of the stories he wanted to go with, and all of him story them was different, very different from the next story that he gave. So for the people them who are saying money run, PMP, somebody forget him son out, when the appeal court saw this paperwork, they had no choice. They had no choice but to let them go. Audrey Wright say, what kind of witness that? Boy, Audrey, if you go sit down in prison for a couple of years still. So you know, me and Shakira was having this discussion, you know. Me and Shakira was having a discussion, and she said something that make really good sense. Because up to now, the man can't figure out why he put Mavado's son in it. Me and Shakira were having this discussion, and she said, you know, maybe it's because the incident that happened with Mavado and the youth to shoot after him and him say him have to run. Now I don't even know if that is real, because that was printed in Jamaica news at the time. Maybe it's a situation stemming from an altercation that had to do with him, how his son ended up dead. So he decided that since my son dead, I'm going to take away your son too. Because, you know, back then we were asking, why would Dante even go do something like that? You can find people to do that for you if that is what you really wanted to do. Not saying that it's right or cool or anything. I'm just saying, why would you straight up present yourself if you go do something like that? And then they wore masks, and then later on they had no masks, and then I was there talking to them the whole time, and then later on they never saw me because I wasn't there. You know, it was just too much contradictory information that was given by the same individual. You know, some Mavado said that on Instagram years ago, and we saw it, but we were like, where is he getting this from? Because that's not what was presented to the public. Remember, I know we not there. So we have to go off of what they are presenting to the public. But now that the case is over and they have opened up the paperwork, we get to see what's there. The judge need for go do the time where the youth them duka. Him of all people should have followed the letter of the law. Audrey, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm flabbergasted. I'm actually, when I saw this morning, I was like, man, as a person of truth, it is my duty to actually put this out there because everybody done gone with the narrative that we put out there already, how, the father did stand up there. And because that's what they fed to us. That's what they fed to us. So we're saying, yo, if Gleaner, Star, Loop, all of them are saying the same thing and saying this is what's coming out of the courtroom, this is his testimony. We're not there. So we're telling the audience this is what's coming out. So you can imagine how much people had that in their head over the years. Dante is a wicked boy, Yo, you can see it in him eye. Boy, anybody would do a kind of murder like that don't deserve to be among civilians, among regular people. For you to actually try saw off somebody's head in front of their dad while he's begging you to not do it. For you to chop up a person and then shoot him in him head right in front of him father. For you to act like say you are the dana and you run the place, talk about no make him live. It's like no make him live because he can't do with nothing. Him see what we do to him son, that means up in your mouth in the pops are you next kind of thing. It was giving that. So it's only right that we put out what is being revealed now. Boy. Them well frame up the youth and send him go to prison. It look like. Yeah. I'll just say on a contradictory that. A out and out bare-faced lie that the witness tell. I just think, I guess because Mavado knew that they were fighting it from behind the scenes. Cause big up to him never come out and say, we'll fight this, we'll fight this from behind the scenes. And the lawyer that see the case already tell us, say, my son I go get off. You see what I say? So he didn't say nothing. He just quietly kept working and kept pumping money into the situation. Obviously, because those lawyers have to be paid. And them not come cheap. So he kept working and kept pumping money into the situation and kept praying for his son to be released if the judges at appeal see the truth. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Morning, SOUFLO.
Morning, family. What going?
Me good.
Talk to me.
You think say, cause this coming on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You think say them frame the son because them did want to get a hold of the father?
Yes. And they thought when they did that to him, Mavado would have fly back into Jamaica right away.
Oh,
that's the picture I'm seeing now.
Story
him them did want. Him them did
story come to bump now.
Yes. Story come to bump now. Remember I know.
Now go back in our chat.
All right, thank you. Remember I know. The two pillars in a dance hall, right? You have to look at it like there was an agenda to take out certain people. The two pillars in dancehall for new generation is Vybz Kartel and Mavado. Vybz Kartel was already incarcerated out the way, right? Mavado was next. Remember I told y'all I saw a video where a police officer said, two videos me see. One, a police officer said years ago that them will make Mavado see him house, the house on the hill, the mansion, and can't come there. So when things transpired to where he was no longer able to fly into Jamaica at will, I was like, yo, they serious that like it come to pass. So this looked like something we had planned underneath from long time. They wanted him. They were after him for sure. Then there was this is how I learned that Jamaica's church, the system has like an umbrella. And all the churches fall under this umbrella. So the people at the upper echelon, the top of this, a documentary years ago, one of those top persons in the governing body of churches of Jamaica, he said, out his face, if we did not put Vybz Kartel behind bars, we would not have a school system in Jamaica today. So I said, oh, so it was about influence. It wasn't really about Lizard. He said it was about him capturing the minds of the youth them. Like them, the church, I try to tell the youth them for do one thing, Cartel I tell them to do something else. So he was going against the grain. And if we didn't incarcerate him, we wouldn't have a school system in Jamaica today. Yo, you know, so when these people get brazen enough, them tell upon themselves, you also know that anything that's done in the dark will come to light eventually, right? So for the person who was saying yesterday to me in the comment section, hear Mavado him about him, I go sue. Sue for what? Unless you're slow, this needs to be spoon-fed to you. Or maybe you miss it. What you mean sue for what? They concocted a story, took it from a super unreliable individual, had one so-called eyewitness, no other type of evidence, no corroborating evidence like somebody heard something, somebody saw something, no video, no audio, no DNA, no nothing, and gave that young man a life sentence, of which his father had to spend millions of dollars to get him out of it. Sue for what? Sue for that. Wrongful conviction, malicious prosecution. Him can sue for a bag of things. Mel said that some in power did not appreciate the new wave dancehall music because they were living amongst them. Yes, even Bounty Killer did a song where the skit at the beginning of the song said, so you mean to tell me, sir, it was done in like an uptown accent, so you mean to tell me, sir, a boy got take up a mic and sing yo yellow, and now he's building a house next to mine? I'm not having it, man. Right? That might go over your head. So you mean to tell me, sir, a boy got take up a mic and sing yo yellow? That's Bounty Killer, yo yellow. And now he's building a house next to mine. This is us up in the hills where the mansions are, multi-million-dollar houses. You're not supposed to be up here. You didn't come through the channels that we went through. You're not connected like how we are connected. You don't float in our circle, right? That's why Vibes Cartel, with all the money we have, richer than most, and if not all of them, still couldn't get himself out for over 13 years because he's not a part of that inner circle. That's why Usain Bolt money is gone and him can't get it back. And Usain said this opened his eyes to where he is at on the food chain. You're not a part of that circle either. No matter how much money you have. I know the money we do it, you know. Having your money is okay. Most of them have money. But your connections within that circle, your acceptance being in that circle is what counts. Cartel not seen as that type. Mavado is not seen as that type. Usain Bolt is not seen as that type. For them, they don't see them as that. They see them as some little ghetto youth or some little country picnic where I run and get all of the money there. That boy, a big idiot and probably don't have no sense. So for them, it's like, he has no accolades. He has no master's degree and he's not an alumni of the University of the West Indies out of our brotherhood. He is not I saw them look on it, What him do? Pick up microphone and sing and him richer than me? Can't accept him in here, so. When next one do? Run and richer and the whole of we can't accept him in here, so you need a still one bugu country boy. And they violate him based on those terms, how they look at them. I've said this ever since Usain Bolt money went missing. If you go back and watch my videos, I said it. But I also said that Usain must be aware of it because I heard him talk before about classism in Jamaica and how some people would look at him when he first started out because he had moved to like some uptown area and people would look at him like, who him? Like, you don't belong up here, so they know who you are, but them not greet you or nothing like you don't belong here. Okay, you run and you fast. That's it. You don't have no other claim. We don't want you around here, kind of thing. And that's the energy that he was given. So people were wondering why I'm always around like the party them and downtown ghetto something. You know, that's why him did feel wanted and comfortable at. Them never make him feel any way. Right. Yeah, them frig up Mavado son, apparently, and it's out now in the open. I was wondering why Mavado wasn't more vocal about it though. I guess being vocal too wasn't gonna do nothing. You know, in life, you see, in life you have to do what you know you have to do. This is another lesson right here. Because remember how Mavado get beaten? I mean beaten from the public. That he was a workless father. Yo, if I'm my youth that you know. Me not care what go on. Me I left everything and fly go to Jamaica right now. I have to be there for him. All along I beat them. Did I beat the man? Beat them was beating him. Put him in a position to where. Could you imagine if they had placed him in a position where he was incarcerated, his son was incarcerated, the same story was trending, the boss saying want him head, and then they said, we figured out that you are the boss, so you orchestrated, masterminded this, and sent your son and him cronies to go do it while you left the island. Now you in a prison and him in a prison, and nobody can go make no money, no millions, to pay them lawyer here for free, the two of them. Them just in there rub time. So you see the man stay away from Jamaica, and a lot of people were like, boy, if I'm my son that, me I go. Me I go. If me not have nothing to hide, me I go. But when you put your foot in somebody else's shoes and you now know what they knew, is a whole different outlook. Audrey said them nose so high up them can't even smell them own stinking breath. Yeah, them people they're different. Now Mavado should focus on getting that thieving lawyer. Dorothy T, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. You know the thing about the thieving lawyer, Dorothy T? Like I said before on my previous video covering this topic, if I was Mavado, I would be very careful going to Jamaica. I saw an article, the same article this morning that I'm giving you all this from. It also says, the attorney says that Mavado is elated, of course, that his son was released, and he can't wait to get to Jamaica, basically, to be a part of the celebration. I would be very cautious going to Jamaica. I would have to have some guarantee that that warrant that they're talking about no longer exists. It's null and void, and I'm safe to trod. Last thing that man wants is to find himself incarcerated after his son come out and them hold him on something else, and now he's fighting for his freedom. Yeah. So me that be very careful, because you see that lawyer is a part of the circle that I'm talking about. That lawyer is a part of the circle me I talk about. That's why the lawyer that was able to get away with as much as she got away with over the years. She got disbarred eventually, but if you look at who represents her and all that, you will know she still has people in the circle. It's just like me and you. We work together. We've been friends in the same profession for the last 30, 40 years. Because them disbar me now, you know, means me out of the circle. I'm still able to go to your backyard parties. Our children still know each other because they grew up together. You know, we came up like this kind of thing. Me know you, your family know my family, these kind of something. So she's a part of that circle. That's why they're able to pull all those strings. He can't attend from overseas. He has to be here in person. It looked good now that Dante is out, but I would still be cautious because they never explain what the warrant was for. What's the warrant for that they have in Jamaica for Mavado? What is that warrant for? Jamaica set a different way, my friend. Yeah. So again, we feel like it was our duty to put that out there this morning so everybody get a better understanding of why his son's case came to an end and he's now free. They railroaded him to prison. They railroaded Dante to prison. Yeah, them just make it up. But the thing about that is how powerful the media is on social media, and 'cause even our mainstream media houses are on social media as well. You would be a fool to not be on social media. Social media run the world now. It's a powerful tool. It can also be a powerful damaging tool, as we can now see. But to how that narrative went out, saw off head, chop up, shoot in a head, father begging, father wasn't even there. Yo, father wasn't even there. They all came in mask, so we can't recognize them. Later on, nobody never have on no mask. They all came barefaced. I mean, no Dante. Why? A warrant to keep him out of Jamaica, yes. Cause what else the warrant could be for? But if I was him, I would have to know what the warrant is for. So that for that. Moving right along. Our next topic, though. Well, let's close that part off like this. This should be far from over. I understand fully now that Mavado wants some retribution. He wants people exposed. He wants the names of the people who are involved in putting this together to get his son behind bars exposed. I definitely would want back my money that I spent in the millions to get my son out as well. Because you put me in that position to where I had to spend out whole heap of money to get me pick out of that. Right? I see it clear now. I see it clear now. And in his fight, may he also get back the money that Mavado have for him. The millions of dollars Mavado has for him as well. That is so wrong because of them. I can't go to my own country. I would have to hire somebody to do something. Shake my head, says Dorothy T. And that's why in Jamaica, the reprisal killings and the knock off somebody over here so and knock off somebody over there so is a common thing. Because a lot of people don't play fair. A lot of people don't play. Why did they not just be honest from, well, you know what? It's not even, I'm not trying to figure out why certain people do what they do. We all know why them do what them do. The next one we want to talk about now is, and watch how they're going to blame me. Me, I going to get the blame for this. I said this because it's election time. Election time now. So the ruling party is trying their best to squash the numbers. So they'll put out, every day them put out how crime gone down, violence gone down, the murder rate is going down, everything is trending down, the place is better now and a better ruling. This is because, and if you watch the comment section, all 99% of the comment section is, who post this? They must be paying y'all to post this. Is this the same Jamaica we living in? Because I hear me live, me not say what them I talk about. So you just listen to the people, and the people who live out there will tell you say a lie. All right, so I said the other day they posted, it was all over the Jamaican news, that February of 2025 saw the lowest number of murders for that month in 25 years. A lot of people don't even stop to think, them just celebrate. Yeah, the murder rate down. We're good now. I said, hello. They said the lowest in 25 years for 1 month. They're giving you the statistics for 1 month. There's 11 more months in the year. Jamaica murder rate goes like this. If it fall off in a February, then make it up in a March. Okay? So with that said now, there are these people You never have nothing positive to say yet. SOUFLOTV don't say that. The tongue is powerful. And if you say these things, they will happen. Imagine me having such powers that I would say that and that would happen. I must be God. Okay, fast forward to March. Jamaica records 28 murders in 8 days. After bragging about February being seeing the lowest numbers in 25 years. What did I say? What did I say? You know, people, it don't take no scientist and no extra smart mind. It just take you paying attention over the years. It just take you paying attention over the years. You see how something run, and you know, say, okay, this is normal. Them get a break February, then make it up in a March. 8 days, 28 murders in 8 days. I know some people who haven't been back to Jamaica in years are like, Jesus Christ, 28 in 8 days. Imagine if Jamaica could get to the place where we had 28 murders for a year. Regardless of what the murders are about. Reprisal killing, gang violence, domestic issues, whatever the case may be. Imagine if we could get to a place where we had 28 murders for a year. That's where I see Jamaica in the future. Hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we will one day eventually get a real leader who is willing to break the status quo and actually put Jamaica first. Boy, BM asking for 0 for a year is like asking to see unicorns jumping over the rainbow and these kind of things. That just not gonna happen. Not Jamaica. We can settle for a lower number. Right now, if we said 200 for the year, we would have been good. God no. We have been doing over 1,000 consistently for about 20 years now, or almost, well, I know for a fact, for about 15 years now. If I go back and look on the statistics, it would probably be more than that. There's a difference between being optimistic and being realistic. I'm a very optimistic person. Me saying, BM says be optimistic. I'm a very optimistic person, but I'm also a very realistic person. Jamaica will never reach where we have 0 murders for a whole year. You're not being realistic if you think you're gonna go from 1,100 and something, 1,300 and something, 1,700 and something to 0 in our 1 year. It's not gonna happen. So let's be realistic, right? We are optimistic. We're hoping for less numbers. That's why I said I see Jamaica somewhere in the future with 28 for the year. But that won't happen until we get a solid leader who actually cares about Jamaica and goes. Other countries have done it. Other countries have dropped their murder rate from, I mean, they're not English speaking. Well, they are English speaking. That's not their first language, though. But other countries have done it. I'm optimistic and I do pray for Jamaica, literally. Me too, Darty T. The glass is always half full, not half empty for me when it comes to Jamaica. But we have to be very realistic. Like the sister who said yesterday, like how we solve this problem is if everybody gets on the same page. Okay, stick a pin right there. If you gather, there's 863 people on this live right now. If you gather all 863 people in a one room and ask everybody to agree to one thing, it won't happen. So imagine getting the whole country, or the whole diaspora and every individual in it to get on one page. Not gonna happen. That is the solution, but that ain't gonna happen. So we have to find a more realistic solution. Not gonna happen. So we have to be realistic. Optimistic, but realistic. See? Right. And realistically, we need a lawyer. Realistically, we need a prime minister who is hell bent on getting violent crimes out of Jamaica. We need a prime minister who is hell bent on making the punishment for criminal activities so severe that individuals who think about going in that direction will shiver at the thought of what will happen if they go in that direction. Right now, there's really no deterrent, so to speak. Yeah? We've seen the videos out of the prison them in Jamaica. You know, we hear say it rough in there, can't tell them, come tell we how rough it is in there. But we see the video them to a man that, yeah, we there go and run off a block, you know, me I say, me I'm killing them. And then you look at, what place name that Trump is making deals to send American soldiers, not soldiers, American citizens to, and illegals to. Do you see how their prisoners run completely different? You don't have no clothes in there. They get a t-shirt and a boxers. El Salvador. Look at El Salvador. Look at how theirs is ran. Nobody know want to go in there, sir. Them man, they don't even, pardon my language, but them not even have space in there for go beat off. You are a man. You're getting locked up young. You owed hard every morning round a bag of man. And you can't even go bust off that yourself. Because everybody in a one space. And anytime they move, we all shackled together. And the space, one sink for 400 people. One toilet. And the place stays spit shine clean. Spit shine is how we spit shine our boots in the army to when it look like glass. I saw the place stay clean. If we got a leader in Jamaica who decides that I don't want to hear shit that England got to say, yeah, humanitarian, whatever. We have a serious issue here we need to take care of, else there will be no more us. This is what we are do from now on. We're not listening to nobody outside. This is what we doing. We have to do what's best for us. And actually go that route and clean it up like that. Jamaica could hit them numbers in the future where it's 28 murders for the year. But right now, we're a far cry. Right now, if we say 500 for the year, it would be a big accomplishment for us. And look how small our country is. Little Jamaica. Even 500 sounds preposterous, like way too much. Crazy for a little tiny island like that. 500? That sounds a lot. But we comfortably do over 1,000, double that. We've gone all up to 1,600 and add almost 1,700 in 1 year. But Jamaica prison worse than El Salvador. Bring back capital punishment. No, Jamaica prison is not worse than El Salvador. Charlotte Law. Charlotte, big up. Thank you for being here. No, them no worse than El Salvador. Jamaica prison dirtier than El Salvador prison. It's the conditions are dirtier. The floor dirty. Unsanitary conditions. It's not worse. Jamaica prison, your mom can still bring you food or cook your favorite meals and send it there. You can still wear your favorite clothes. So you have man in there who say, Clarks are my favorite shoes. And him have the red Clarks, yellow Clarks, blue Clarks, black Clarks. And him dress up like a road him there. And him a go on a concert or a party tonight. In there. Him whites them stay white. In El Salvador prison, you got one uniform. Everybody wear the same. You either barefooted or you wear one bus-out slippers. You're in your boxers 24/7. That's their uniform. Boxers and a t-shirt. And when the guard them tell them for shakedown time, everybody take off them t-shirt and stand up there just in a boxers alone. Jamaica prisons have places they can hide in there and do things in there and have a whole different society within the Jamaican society inside of the prison in there. There's really no deterrent. So if Jamaica prisons actually start getting ran like El Salvador prison, you're not gonna see nobody want to go there no more. You're not gonna see anybody want to go there anymore. Remember, I know there are things going on in the El Salvador prison that they're not even showing the rest of the outside world. If you think thousands of killers are gathered like that and they're suddenly just submissive and subdued, you crazy. They're doing a lot of stuff in there to them people that's making them stay the way you see them when you see the videos of them. Jamaica prison ain't running like that. One good leader we need. One good leader who say, you know what? I'm tired of seeing Jamaica do over 1,000 murders a year. This is crazy. I don't even know why we accepted this for so long. I'm the one that's going to change this and genuinely, earnestly put the things in place needed to change that. We will see difference. The problem is each leader comes and does the same thing. You know, they talk a good talk election time. They talk a good talk even when they're elected. For the whole time throughout their serving, them talk a good talk. But that's all they do is talk a good talk. And whoever comes after the other one does the same thing. And you know, I blame the Jamaican people too. That's why I got frustrated and I said the other day, from now on, I don't even business with Jamaica politics anymore. Like, you're not gonna hear me say nothing no more. Like, whatever they vote for and they get is, or don't vote for and get, that's who they get. And then them have to go live with it. I have the option to fly out. I have the option to fly out. I have the resources to leave. So, me can't say nothing more. I can't say anything more because they're not changing their minds and they're living the results of not changing their minds. Christine Simpson said, give me one term as Jamaica Prime Minister. Una wouldn't like me at first, but una love me at the end. Hey, Christine Simpson, I said the same thing. Give me one. Give me one term. What's a term in Jamaica? 4 years? Give me one term. I could do, me can do it. Me. I don't think the powers that be, and when I say the powers that be, I mean who pull the strings on our leaders. I don't think they would want a person like me in there, right? They want somebody in there who does as they say. So when them say, oh, ignore that, them ignore it. When it's plighting, detrimental to the Jamaican people, but them up there, so I say, ignore that. Let's focus over here on getting some more money from the IMF, and let's focus over here on these new roads, establishing new roads on our way to the resorts. Let's make sure that the journey from the airport to the resort looks lovely. And okay, forget the rest of Jamaica. Forget the, you know, they're more focused on things that the Jamaican people really know. Like all the nice road them I talk about, them I build. You know those nice roads? Those nice roads are for people heading to all the tourist areas. Cause every Jamaican we know, we come from Jamaica. And the road them where we use, them road they've been the same since we were babies. And all of us now in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you have 70s and 80s year olds of people from Jamaica we can tell you say, yeah man, them road they look the same from me a boy. From me is a little boy, them road they look the same, you know. So it's not about the people. We just need one good leader that's going to actually say this is about the people. The CCTV system with central monitoring points. Let me explain this again. Establishing a national DNA database. First, a CCTV system with a central monitoring points that alone would cut. We're doing 1,100 now. Last year we did 1,100 and something. Okay, say 1,000 every year. That alone would have cut it in a 500. Just in the first year of putting those two things in place. A national DNA database established and a CCTV system with central monitoring points. The CCTV system with central monitoring points would provide meaningful jobs, work, a career. You can work this with the government for 25 years, 20 years, retire with full pension. These are the individuals who sit and work with our law enforcement officers. Policing needs to be happening 24/7. You know, so Jamaica still have police. I keep repeating these things. Jamaica still have police station where lock off 7, 8 o'clock at evening, you know. So gunman terrorize the place back to morning, and then the police them come back out of morning. They check out and go home. It's not their fault. It's how it's set up. Policing need 24 hours. Need to be happening 24 hours. Exactly, BM. Exactly. Just think about that. Police pack up, end shift, clock out, go home. Police station lock. You call in crime in progress 9 o'clock at night. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. And that's for most of Jamaica. If you're calling a crime in progress at 9 at night at the emergency number, good luck to you. You have to go wait till morning come. Whose idea is that? In 2025, as our population is growing rapidly, apparently, well, our population big now, them say we not grow because, you know, people not have enough baby and whatever, but compared to 20 years ago, 25 years ago, we have way more people than we had then, right? And we're more modernized now than then, obviously, technology-wise and all other kind of wise. So whose idea is it that most of the police station them close a certain time of evening and no emergency personnel is available throughout the dark hours back to morning? In a lot of places in Jamaica, crime in progress, I hope you can handle it yourself because you can't call nobody. Most houses are burned down in a certain area. The house that got burned down flat before anybody get there. The central monitoring point, CCTV systems everywhere. These are some of the things off the list that we had submitted, right? You see all them little lane and lane, all these streets that have no names. Like Jamaica really is a crime haven. Me there Jamaica already, and me see a brother. Well, it was actually family. Me I drive, family I ride bike. Family say follow we go up so. And when them cut off our main road and go through a road where go up in a hill and go up, the first thing that came to my mind was police can't track them place here. There's no way the police can track them place there. Imagine you're a police officer trying to communicate with another set of police officers down the road. And you're, yes, please look out for red yang. There's 2 men up on the bike. The pillion, the one in the back, him have on a red shirt. The one where I steer the bike up front, him have on a yellow shirt. Look out for them. And they never reach you because them just cut up on one of them road there. If you see them go up the road, how do you tell the other police where they went? This is what it's going to sound like. Yeah, them come off of the main road and turn down at the Aki tree. You know the big Aki tree, man. The one out which part the standpipe there. No, man, the one on the left. Now, if you go down a little bit, you see a road will go up, like a sharp hill, like a steep hill. Yeah, one big ackee tree there. Yes, right there, so. Up there, so them turn. And then them go. The road don't have no name. The lane them don't have no name. When you hear them say he escaped in nearby bushes, a road him turn pan when I have no name. And unnecessary. Unnecessary. I laugh. I have to laugh. These things are comical to me, especially in 2025. So we look at our leader and we're like, okay, you talk all this infrastructure talk, right? What you are do, bro? What you really are do? Man can still turn off on them say, yes, escaped in nearby bushes. Anybody who have rotted sense know say, yang now go ride good in a whole heap of bushes. Is a road them turn off on that has no name. And imagine how many stories you've heard out of Jamaica, they escaped in nearby bushes. Missy man commit shoot up vehicle in traffic in Kingston at a light. Major intersection shooting. And the story end with escaped in nearby bushes. I have to say which bush they're on here, so. Which bush they're on here, so when them escaping? They keep on calling these roads that have no names nearby bushes. It's roads with no names. So that's a start. That's a start. Name these places. Me tell you now, I think my GPS when I'm in Jamaica work better than even when I'm in the US. Me not lie. The GPS carry me go some place. And me and Shakira drive and me I say, sometimes we're going to some place and me I say, we're going to get lost for sure because me know say GPS don't know nothing about up here. So by now, she's got it. So wifey's like, I bet say carry we go there. Me say, babe, in now carry we go there. Me I start write down which part we there just in case we have to find where we come back out because it's not carrying us there. The GPS carrier go right there. So if we have that level of technology in Jamaica to where I mean I talk about some hill we stay so way up in the back around a one part and down in some gully and around so the GPS find it for you, no problem. So if we have this type of technology in Jamaica, right? Why can't we name all the streets? So when I tell police, say, oh, look out for so and so, them up on the road there, you have a name of a marked place they can go. Unless them escape in a nearby bushes for real, then that's another story. But you can also say they escaped in nearby bushes near Thompson Lane and Gitmouth Avenue. But you can't, now it's like they escaped in nearby bushes round at the road when I have no name. Dorothy Tisa, right here in Montreal, the native communities doesn't have street names and no house numbers. Yeah, but we don't care about them because they're not killing out their own people like we are in our little Jamaica. So what works for them don't work for us. Kaz Robinson says, SOUFLOTV, there might not be a no name, but the land have name. Yeah. The land have name don't help you when you're trying to move tactically. Because I give you the name of a piece of land. You don't know where does the piece of land begin and end? And, it's not tactical. Kaz Robinson said, if you put Orange Grove, GPS will find it. Anything you put, GPS will find it at Jamaica. So if we have this technology, we should have our roads named, our lanes named, all the little nook and cranny, turn them, named. GPS out and named. That, along with CCTVs with central monitoring points, that means there's a room. Yo, me used to work at Walmart back in that day, right? And something happened and I went into the back of Walmart. I was summoned to come to the back. And this whole time I'm working in there, I didn't know they had stuff like this. I went in the back and the guy opened a door and I went in the room and it was a room full of cameras. Like every inch of one big part of the room was like 1,000 cameras. 1,000 camera monitors, not cameras. The cameras are out there in the store. 1,000 monitors. And the loss prevention people, I used to think, because I never spoke to them, so I used to think that the loss, because they weren't allowed to be friendly with the people that work there. Now me know why, because them did I watch we too. The loss prevention people, you would see them just walk out and walk around the store and go back in at the back. In there monitoring the whole time. So I said, damn, this is where when you hear security to aisle 4, security to aisle 4, they're back there trying to get the person who just shoplift and put something in them clothes. They're trying to get them to take it out of their clothes and put it down. The law in a lot of places says you can't be prosecuted for shoplifting until you have passed the point of sale. So when you pass the point of sale, that means your intention was to thief it. But you're in at the store with it upon you. Maybe you just needed your hands free to pick up more things, so you put it in your waist, right? So it's tricky. So you would hear them try to stop them from thieving it. So you'll be security on aisle 4, security on aisle 4. Now, if I'm on aisle 4 and I'm stealing and I hear security on aisle 4, I would think I'm being watched, and I would normally put the stuff back. Jamaica can run under that same system there. These big rooms with a lot of cameras, with people whose job is to go in and watch the cameras. I've seen it in the UK. It works very well. Works very well. British Jamaican girl, blessed day to my friend. Yes, so if you're hungry, you eat in the store. Cause when me go shopping, you see, me take up a bag of grape first, put it on the cart, and me just start name the grape them as I go through, and I'm like, yeah, let me see if I need some shrimps. Me I gonna need cook some shrimp scampi later. I need some pasta. You know, me clean off the grape them, I rub them off on my clothes and everything. Eat a few grapes before I leave. I'm not putting nothing in my pockets though. Design those systems here for cities, large facilities, and can tell you that it can be afforded. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr says, I designed those systems here for cities and large facilities, and I can tell you here that it can be afforded. It can more than be afforded. It can more than be afforded. Jamaica leadership tends to tell the people them say, we're broke, and certain things we can't afford. It's time that we stop believing that. CCTV rooms, Kaz. 5-63, thank you for being here, family. Big up yourself. Marilyn Grant says, OMD, I'm just tuning in. I didn't get a notification. Good morning. Good morning, SOUFLOTV family. Good morning, Marilyn Grant. Thank you for being here. We can do it, man. We can do it. We need one good leader. One good leader who's going to say, I'm tired. I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm going to change it. This will be my legacy. I thought that was going to be Andrew Holness's legacy. He came in on that premise, remember? The promise was that we would be able to sleep with our doors and windows open. Because when him done with crime, and when him done step on crime, no crime now go left. The exact opposite happened. That can't be his legacy. I'm concerned. Well, not concerned. I just want to know, like, what do you think is going to be said about you? How will history record you as a leader? Honestly, if I was a leader in Jamaica, I would want history to record me as the one who stamped out crime and violence in Jamaica to where it's at a minimal. Not saying it won't still happen, but it's at a minimal. I want the rest of the world to be like, yo, Jamaica is like one of the safest places in the world, man, for citizens and for tourists alike. You know, like nothing happens there except for fun and enjoyment. Every now and then you have one or two flare ups, but that's about it. And I'm trying to tell Jamaicans from leaders to people, said that is where our real money is. That's where our real money is. Our real money is in that damn crime rate going down. You see how they brag and say, oh, we made 3 point something billion last year, US dollars off of tourism. Jamaica could do 10, 15, 20 more. I don't know if it's me, but every time I go, like half of them big old all inclusive resorts and stuff in Jamaica, half of it empty, you know. Half of them empty more while. They don't have enough people visiting Jamaica to fill all these all. This is something nobody is speaking about either. They don't have enough people visiting Jamaica to truly fill all these all inclusive resorts. Nobody now say nothing. If we actually change that and make it to where, oh, it's super safe, we wouldn't have enough room to put all the people that would be there. Yeah, a lot of people still come. But I guess, you know, once they're eating a food and enough is coming to provide that food, then they're good. Them no want bigger. Me would I want bigger for Jamaica. And bigger and bigger and bigger. Till it's bursting out the seams, the plane them line up like taxi to come a yard. The resort's busy 24/7. If you're checking into a resort in Jamaica, you're checking into a packed place. We have to go get there though. So yeah, I'll stay optimistic. Live on the air with SOFLO. Good morning.
Good morning, Soulflow. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Good.
All right, all right.
You know, we want it, but our people on the ground have to want it, right? That's the thing. They don't want it bad enough, right? Anybody say anything? This is Jamaica. This is not America. But embassy line is always long. Everybody trying to come America. So why not create America in Jamaica? No, but that takes work. Our people, I don't know. They just, I don't know if it's lazy. I don't know what it is. It's just they would rather let America be a dream, and Jamaica can be a place that we stay here until we can finally get a visa to leave. But I wanted to say just an example of the investment. If we could quantify the loss of investment that Jamaica has experienced over 50 years, it would be in the trillions of dollars. Because we're talking about those who wanted to return and never did. Businesses that they would have built and never built.
Oh man.
Right? Businesses that were started by Jamaicans living in Jamaica with their lives cut short.
Yeah.
One of the best architects in the Caribbean, I think a few years ago, he was murdered, right? So the brain drain, if we could quantify, monetize what the brain drain has done to Jamaica, just how you're saying, Jamaican Kerr was saying that he does that urban planning. Look at what a skill to have. And we need that back home, but there's no place for a person like him to tap in for that level of skills. Right. I know so many nurses will say, God, I would love to go back home and teach the hospital or, train them and such and such. There's no avenue. There's no avenue for our nurses. There are no avenues for our doctors to do these things. There are no avenues for our entrepreneurs to do these things. About 2 months ago, are you familiar with Aliko Dangote?
No.
Aliko Dangote is from Nigeria. He's a billionaire. He's the wealthiest Black man on the planet.
Oh, yes.
You know where he recently, right now he's working on further industrializing certain sectors in Nigeria, right?
Right.
He has also been expanding partnerships and looking at Caribbean partnerships. He left Nigeria. You know what island he went to talk business? Grenada.
So.
He didn't even spit on Jamaica. You know why? Because he's not stripping. Jamaica is not a place for investment. You think, especially after something that happened to Usain Bolt, you think that people don't see, you think he was going to put his money in a Jamaican bank, in a Jamaican investment for them to, if you would thief your own, what would you do to him?
I agree.
What an opportunity to connect, because he's into cement, he's into oil, he's into all of these things that build, all these sectors that are nation building sectors.
Right.
Can you imagine the opportunity that would have been in a partnership with a decent Jamaican government and the wealthiest Black man on the planet? So when we really think of all of the lost investment, and we could quantify, we would cry. All the lost opportunity, because Jamaica bad name is preceding itself as a place of crime, as a place of corruption. You understand what I'm saying?
This is what I'm
very
saying.
Sad.
This is what I'm saying. Yes.
You know? And those who you know, I guess they figure that they cheat thief to make a living, they continue to cut off their own nose to spite their face. Because the more you do these things and the more tarnish, even now you have Black Americans say, y'all can't even go to y'all beaches, you know, because you know you're Jamaican, you're very proud of your local self, and you can't even go to your beaches. We're basically saying nothing. Y'all got crime out the wazoo. Everybody knows now. It's not a secret. It's not a secret.
True.
So all the lost investment is just, but I don't know. Our people are very short-sighted in a business, so nothing we can do. I wanted to bring to your attention that the wealthiest Black man in Jamaica fly past all Jamaica and everybody else and went to Grenada, which is a very safe country.
From Nigeria.
Low crime,
yeah,
low corruption rate to talk investments. And Jamaica's supposed to be the capital of the Caribbean. So it's something for us to think about.
Wow. All right. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
I said that the other day. An African brother made a video. And the African brother said, Jamaica. Basically, he was talking to Jamaica and he was saying, like, we love y'all so much, we even try to be like you, Jamaica. But he's in Africa, right? Some country in Africa, because Africa is not a country for a lot of people. It's a continent with many countries. He's from one of them. I forgot. I think it was Nigeria, though. Was it Davido? No, it was the one that says, we love y'all. We try so much to even be like you. You have no idea how powerful you are. The world emulates everything that you put out, Jamaica. But Jamaica, he said, Jamaica, you have failed your ancestors. You have put your ancestors to shame. Why are you killing each other like that? And he said, we have poverty. You don't know about poverty yet till you see our level of poverty. And we don't kill each other like that. I wanted to share the video, and I did share it on my IG, but I also was so embarrassed but it also laid testament to what I've been saying. You know, it's like there are places out there that are super poor and they don't kill at the level that we kill. So you see that killing something there is hindering Jamaica in a big way. And the leader who finally says, this one here has to stop, it's a trickle-down effect. Nobody wants to go where a lot of killings happen. Nobody wants to invest where a lot of killings happen. Sooner or later, your investment's going to get, So until we get that under control, we will still be bragging about $3 billion per year through tourism and $3 billion through the diaspora sending money back, remittance. We won't see our glory day, our heyday. I told y'all, man, I watched a documentary about the Bahamas, and when, like, I hate to say this, every rotted thing seemed better on the video to me, to the point where I paused the video, I'm gonna get up and go and came back. Because the amount of tourists they have per year visit. Hold on, the caller. 1 second. The amount of tourists they have, I'm just comparing us, right, to other places. I was like, damn, we could easily do those numbers. I thought we were doing those numbers, or we were better than them. You know, as a Jamaican, you spend the time tell yourself, oh, you're better than other people. But then when you crunch the numbers and actually look at the big picture, you're not. Like, they're outdoing you in every way almost. So yeah, we might have been the first that had flushing toilets and running water. We might have been the first that did some foundational things. But how long we gonna live off of that? Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
It's me again, SOUFLO.
Yes, family. Talk to me. What?
You know, sir, me study, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
You know, sir, me I study, the Maroons and their compound. And me I realize that's the best part of Jamaica left in Jamaica.
Yes.
And in my
Chief Curry them
opinion,
there
if Chief Richard Curry
was the actual
was the
leader
Prime
of.
Minister of Jamaica, you would see a whole different Jamaica.
I agree. I 100%. All right, thank you. You just throw a big stone in the ants nest and go back in the chat. They don't want to hear you say that. They don't want to hear where I said that. You just throw a big stone in the ants nest and gone back in the chat. The whole of the ants then wake up now. They don't want to hear you say that. But that is absolutely true. Listen, I can't tell you how many times, and I'll eventually do it. I just wanted to go stay there for like a week or two with the kids, right? And I would, of course, I told y'all before, Chief Curry reached out before and said, you know, anything we need for know or whatever, reach out to him directly. So I have that line established, and then I would do so and just go there with my family, go chill out. It is the most peaceful part of Jamaica because they're ran under a different regime, you would say. Then, no, for lack of better word. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Yeah, how are you, SOUFLO?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Dude. I was watching a documentary of Jamaica, and they was talking about judges when he was home. How his Kennedy Gardens
used to be nice.
Remember, yes.
How it used to be nice.
It used to be nice because if he find anything, he will kill you, basically.
Like he governed his own area. Yeah. So what you're talking about was, for the people who might not understand what you're saying, you were watching a documentary and it was about Dudus. And in the documentary, they were saying that Tivoli Gardens under Dudus was nice. Like, I've heard foreigners say they used to go party there and they would just leave their rental car open and nobody would go in it. They wouldn't take anything from their car. They would party all night back to when the sun is coming up in the morning. You were not bothered there. And then me hear Jamaican people from there say, yeah, because Shotman did have the place locked, and if you violate, then you don't know what will happen to you already. Meaning, you know, read between the lines. So it was like he put it out that people are gonna come here, dance are gonna keep. So we have our own entertainment industry. The people them who sell food, them are gonna sell food all night. Them are make whole heap of money. The dance them are gonna run back to morning. Them are make whole heap of money, right? Anybody violate this stream of income by violating the people who show up here to be among us, them get violated too. So in one sense, it's like you're talking about a Donafa area and a community, which many people will say that's Jamaica's biggest downfall. But I've had a conversation before where I said that when I was growing up, the people them that we knew to be dons or heard of to be a don were people who actually governed their community and took care of the people from their communities. So nowadays, don is a bad example of what that donship stuff used to be. But somebody said the other day there are things here that are older than me. Him said things that are older than you in the soul flow you don't know about. So I hang on to that too.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I saw that too.
because after they took him away, somebody went back.
That's when things fell
and
apart because there was
fell
no more
apart.
order. You just had a
Yep.
splinter off of a bag of different man saying him is the Don and him is a gangster. And when he was there, it was order. I agree. I agree.
Okay, so for one more thing,
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow morning you have to talk about that dirty, stinky statement.
About that what?
Dirty, stinky statement.
Steinmark?
No, Seymour.
Seymour?
Yeah, the man who raped his stepdaughter.
Oh yeah. I don't know about that. CMR.
Yeah, Seymour.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get back to that.
yeah. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah. All right. All right, family.
Okay.
Them not forget your CMR. Them still know what you do. They haven't forgotten. Anyway, the politicians should rule the area. That's the problem when you have poor leadership or poor elected leadership. When you have poor elected leadership, then dons go in and rule them community. And honestly, it's no different from when we're coming from a time of tribal ruling and governing our own space and bartering. You see what I'm saying? We're coming from a time of governing our own space, bartering. Like if you have corn and me have peas, but me want make corn porridge, but you want make pea soup, we exchange some of what I have for some of what you have. That we not go to people's store and these kind of things, right? Unless it was somebody in the community. That's how they used to keep the money in the community and had that ecosystem going. Run to police for everything, you govern your own. That way, respect is garnered from within the community, knowing that you can't violate around here. So, gone are those days, Audrey, because we make the days gone. We make the days gone. But I said we make the days gone where most of us are powerful to even change anything about that now. Not how we run gone live overseas. So it's not like we putting foot down on the ground or even contributing to who run the place around here, so in this area and that area. But yes, I did hear about when Dudas was out and what Tivoli was like. And I've heard it, I saw it in the documentary as well, but I also have heard from people who are from that area. Then we tell us, say, yo, Soflo, I can tell you firsthand. Like, me used to have left the door open around there. Like, no man kid couldn't violate you. And instead I got to police, them got to shot man. And shot man send out a order. And but if you if something thief from your yard, by evening you get it back. And who thief it, get some level of punishment or something. That sounds like a king to me. That sounds like a king governing his constituency to me. It's just that it's kind of against the law, I don't want to seem like I am a glorifier of dons. I've seen crazy stories about dons. Some like a 21, 22-year-old will pick up gun and terrorize people in a community. And, depend the woman, them like a daughter, the people, them like a daughters, and not thinking with a mature mind. But how could you think with a mature mind anyways at 21? Very few can do that. So donship wasn't even for them kind of age group there. There's no way you'll be a don of an area and you're in your early 20s. Donship wasn't for that age group. So the Don them were come out of the era where we grew up in them Don they are the big man. Big man with them family and everything. And they had everything to lose in the community because the community that they govern, their families live in it. Half of them people are now the era where them are done in and the rest of them live. Them got done up somebody else community and war in there and all that. You have to hide your family. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Good morning, SOUFLO.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Okay, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I wanted to check it out. They say Cocoa Tea died.
Oh, man.
So check it out for me.
All right, will do.
Okay.
All right. Oh, man. We're not gonna really get into if Cocoa Tea died because Cocoa Tea deserve a proper send off. Cocoa Tea is also a Clarendonian. Cocoa Tea is also the one that brought coffee to the game, right? Coffee, by the way, news was put out the other day that Coffee was dropped from her major record label in the US. I guess that must say like nothing is popping for her music or whatever. When you get on these big labels, you have to perform up to them standards, and the money they invest in you, pushing you to certain levels, they want that money back, you know? Let's see. Reggae singer Cocoa Tea has died. I just want to see something real quick. The computer pick up, me just want to see something real quick. It's nowhere yet. That's early. We all have a date with dead people. So, I'm just see Cocoa Tea perform not too long ago, a couple of days ago actually. Like a week or two ago, he did a live performance. Yeah, nothing has reached out yet to any of the major news media houses. We'll check back on that later. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. Died of throat cancer. That's crazy. Life is funny. King Biggs. King Biggs, big up yourself. Life funny. Cocoa Tea is one of the singers whose voice is unique to where when he starts to sing, you know that's him. Remember we talked about that the other day and said the artists them used to sound very different from each other back in the day. Now today them sound alike so much you can't tell who is who. Right. So Cocoa Tea was one of those artists. Now imagine being so blessed with that gift that you have a voice that stands out so much, right? This voice carry him around the world. Once you go home to your mama, go home to your papa, you're too young to be my lover. You know, you must be 18 and over. That voice there from Cocoa Tea. But then you die from throat cancer. Damn. You got the voice, your throat, your voice, established your legacy, and then you die from throat cancer. Wow. Boy, we can't predict this life. We can't predict this life. I got the message from the dub plate chat this morning, King Biggs. I don't know how I feel about any Donship. We're going to talk later about Cocoa Tea though when we properly send them off. Let's make sure that this is actually factual and, you know, all the other information that comes out with it. CMR get shades from that song there. Jerome, don't know how to feel about Donship. I don't business with anybody. And I don't want anybody telling me how to live. Go down your own yard and your family. Crystal G. Yeah, well, Crystal G, it work like this. The Don them no usually I tell you what to do. See, we have to separate like new age Don from old time Don. You see the new age Don them, me know exactly how me feel about them. Don't want to be nowhere near them. Stay out of them way. They're reckless. They're bloodthirsty. They're not about progress and productivity. They're super selfish, right? I stay out of them way. Y'all don't notice I don't even cover stories that have gangs warring with gangs and them say a flip mode gang a war with laptop gang a war with microphone gang around there, so and that caused this. Because I don't even want to be like nowhere near none of them something. They're heartless, they're reckless, and it's because it's not the old time done them. All time done, a big man had to be a done. Grown man had to be a done. Or some little boy a done now. So if you're talking about the young one, them and the new age doneship, I'm not for that either. Cause you can't joke me and tell me about send your daughter come give me. Or yo, me like your daughter, you know. Yeah man, send her around at my house. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Good morning, so how are you?
I'm good, my brother. How you doing this morning?
They are alright. So growing up, the dance them when me know growing up, always protect your
yes, you just have to behave yourself in the see when name that just said BM just said you have to behave yourself properly in the community.
Yeah, they put on Christmas trees. And even if you're a drug man area, you still help sending kids them go to school and
send the kids to school, pay a school fee, respect the elders, who for medication and doctor appointment need paid for, them pay for them them kind of something there. And who is troublemaker in the community had to run away.
Yeah, they done take care of the community.
Yes.
But slow about making Jamaica a better place. I think we just have to bend the tree family down. So we have to start in our school system.
See,
you don't think so?
From in the school system?
Yeah, because I remember even you said earlier, even if you run to government, you they make a huge changes. But even when you were talking about the prison system, me just think we have a system where, for example, you're in healthcare and rehabilitation, you always take more time with these people. You show them more love. You care for them more. But in prison, them treat you rough same way. Like we growing up, you tie up a dog to the chain and you tease the dog every minute and make him bark and you say that make the dog bad. So it's just like when you ill-treat a person and treat them certain way, them just come out more angry than them going.
Yeah, so that is not really a rehabilitation.
No.
Yeah.
So I just believe if we really have people that study our people, and in the prison we have, so I realize the set of people that will come from St. Thomas or Clarendon, them have love for farming. So let us farm a lot of orange tree and the prison, the prison facility. So them go to them farm every day, cucumber same way, and all these things. So I just believe that I have to remember in school, my teacher them used to say, "Me get paid no matter if you're not learning." So teacher only have favoritism for a child that has potential.
So where I said you said the idea of making the deterrent to crime so vicious that the person who would think about doing it wouldn't do it. You said we'd have to take a different approach.
Yeah, we have to take an approach showing these kids growing up to be more loving and understanding, because we have a crippled mentality. I mean, you have some school at Jamaica, some people just no want to go because only don't spit no go to them school. And if you have dyslexia, you're not going to special ed to learn. You're rather dead, you want to go to special ed. So we have a mentality where certain things we just don't believe and we ill-treat each other. So we have to understand that show more love, show more understanding. And even the teachers, because some teachers just believe, can look on the picture and say, yeah man, you're not going to come to nothing in life. And they just think you as a bad person and they don't take time. But I see many times where when you show more love to a child, that child sometimes want to go to school because they just like Mrs. Johnson or Mrs. Reed, and then they feel loved. They push out more effort. They try to learn more understanding. So I think it goes from most of the time our kids.
All right. I think you might have seen one of my older videos where I said it needs to be put in. We talked about this before about bending the tree from the tree young, right? Because you can't bend a big old tree same way. It's gonna be hard, or you're gonna break the tree. You said something though that struck a nerve with me, which I've also repeated before on numerous occasions. Like, for instance, we all want justice for crimes, right? Especially heinous crimes. So when people do criminal things and they end up inside of our penal system, um, American words them there, nobody in Jamaica now tell you about your inner penal system. It sounds too much like penis system. But you end up in a prison system at Jamaica, right? A lot of people say, punish them. Walk out them soul case, beat them in there. Yes, them feel live rough in there. I remember this one person said one day, me no remember who, but him say, remember this, most of the people them in there, them not doing no long time. They might do a 2, 3, 4 year type of thing, and they'll be back out again. So when you spend the last 2, 3, 4 years at torture a man, and he's coming back out to be your neighbor. So please remember, when you send him in there and him have to survive those 4 years, don't expect a rehabilitated individual to come out to be your neighbor. Expect somebody who is coming out worse than how they went in. So you made absolute sense. You awakened that just now by saying that what you just said.
Yeah, most of us have revenge in the heart.
Yeah, the more have revenge in them heart, Bex. But my idea of harsh punishment with to serve as a deterrent would be for the individuals who have committed some of the most heinous crimes, who are doing super long times behind bars. Not just for every inmate and everybody will go back a wall. But we have spoken though before, like for instance, how them say, if the judge in Jamaica said 10 years at hard labor, and then you see everybody a run off time on the cell block, just a chill, who can get their mother cooking every day, get it, and girlfriend bring this and him nice clocks, dress up and look like him a go dance, and look like he's just checking into the facility for an hour, and then him the back a road, but in there him living now. I said, now those people should be put to work. So even the ones who haven't committed, say, the most heinous crimes, but fall in the system, them can probably be used to better the country. Farming.
But slow is we do have a mindset that I realize that some of these people they have a different mindset against some people. Them just feel say appear negative thing going in at the ghetto, and they just most of the time they believe that they just class everybody together.
Yeah.
Like for example, this is what happened to Usain Bolt. We see what Messi Mavado do. Growing up with always hear when it said politicians get money to spend on the road them, the community, and they rob up it. I never hear nobody with they say jungle justice, politician, or with people that might give vote money. But a man we all keep all a hand a banana or a hand a plant.
And they want to chop him up a road.
$1,000 Jamaican. And they must say, yeah man, murder them, jungle justice to them. And they say, when you look at the crime, they barely keep something that's value. Say even $3,000 Jamaican dollar. But politicians where they rob up only for money, hundreds of thousands and million dollars. Nobody will say jungle justice for them. So we have a mindset where our society people
are held that to a certain standard, right? Where even when I would just talk about that the other day, I used the Kajil Mace case as an example versus say Dante, right? Black and ugly like sin. Yes, him guilty. I'm doing him life in prison. The half caste red man where little mixed race boy jump out at X6, shoot down the little youth, and fly out go foreign.
Because
totally different reaction. Totally
Flo,
different
sometimes
reaction.
we do try enough, Flo, because sometimes we used to see people have them kids, yeah, that's how them have 5, 6 kids at 10 go to school. And then go to market with things for them car. And the same police them pick up them car, throw over them food, mash up them car. You see when somebody say that, a peer revenge in their heart now to Flow.
That's true.
They just not even care.
That's
so
true.
Now that woman try, and he out of 5 sons, 7 brothers, 7 different minds. One of his son really do a crime, and that mother turn away head because he say, when they do good, we all when they try. And then he has sympathy for his son where sometimes I will sell, sometimes force certain people to do things.
Yeah.
And I'll say this before I go. The other day you were talking about the squash situation. And I said to myself, he got caught by buying a machine. But we all see them and everybody they say, yeah man to do you this and man to do you that. And maybe the reason why he went, buying these things is because when he hears so much people are fine, why him could have said to himself, why I have to go gear up myself and protect myself.
Right.
So sometimes we can even push a person in certain things where maybe, I'll do mistaken, because I see a lot of people in Florida and they have a lot of collections of these things. But as I said, sometimes a person out of fear sometimes forced to do wrong, trying to protect themselves and then they get caught. And then I'll use the Tommy Lee situation.
Like Tommy Lee with the exactly,
he was traumatized because, police run out for him in a mask and all these things, and he said, well, I'm happy to protect his life, and then he get caught with it, and then he's doomed.
And then he's a bad person.
All right, my boss, I'm back.
Manners and respect, my brother. All right. Yeah, perfect sense, man. Hold on there. Somebody says that is more of a Audrey says then that is more of a penis system. Yeah, can be a man in there. You don't want to go in there, But Jamaica could and I see Kaz Robinson says no more road closed, right, Kaz? That's one of the things that was on the list too. No more road closed. Take with the road closed. Take with the if you see Jamaica prison, you see the people them who have family, and a lot of them do have family who are gonna say make sure say them food. You like oxtail, mommy are gonna make sure say you get at least oxtail for eat at least once a week, rice and peas and them something there. She gonna make sure your ackee and saltfish with your roast breadfruit fry over. A prison you there, They break the will of prisoners by simply subtracting those things. You get visitations once every now and then. Scheduled visitations. You don't wear civilian clothes in here. You wear the prison uniform. Everybody look the same, right? These things you might think can't do nothing, but these things are actually big factors in a deterrent. When you can't wear your favorite shoes and shirt no more for years, when you can't eat your favorite food for years, all those things are like in Jamaica that sound like extended summer camp. Mel, yeah, cause you dress up in there and you see them clothes where you wear out the road. You tell your sister say, you remember a new pair of Clarks, them the brown one with the black line around it? Carry them to come give me, please. Yeah, and you in there wear it. And yeah, mommy, when last mommy cook oxtail, she cook some Friday, carry some, come give me, please. And you when you can get those things. I even said this on a video a long time ago. I say in the US, if you get locked up in the US and them give you 10 years, just know say it's gonna be 10 years before you can eat your mother's favorite or your favorite meal that your mommy cook. God forbid she pass away before you come out, These kind of things. So a little things that could be put in place. But I also believe that they could be used though. Instead of a bugger man just sit down warehoused all day locked up. They keep saying hard labor. Road there for bill. Jamaica have some of the most beautiful stone walls that I'm talking about before Chinese construction. You know, then them all place they make them man they build stone wall and learn masonry through a masonry program inside of the prison. Let them go outside and beautify the place. A whole heap of overgrown grass and shrubbery and trees when need trimming and cutting. Transport them, make them beautify the island and these kind of things. There's stuff to be done that one, the country would benefit from it. Two, it would be a deterrent. Because when man who lazy and feel like say, can just pick up a gun, go commit a crime, make a money, and the money I got enough to last me for a month. And then when the money they low are done, me go do it again. You're lazy. You don't want to get up and go work. You don't want to go work a 9 to 5, right? So you lazy and you turn, how should we say it now? You're like a leech on society. So here what we're going to do. Him know, say, if him get caught and him go to prison, brother, a big hammer, them a go give you a sledgehammer for broke rock stone for build wall, you know. A road, you go out here a sweep up in the prison work program, you know. A grass, you go cut every day, you know, somewhere them a carry, go trim grass and fix up the island, you know. They're going to start looking like, yo, too much work that. They walk you out in there, no, man. They walk out your soul case. Me no want to go in there. So I better me take a little 9 to 5 where it at least, me know some I get paid for it than to end up at prison where them are going to work me like this. I don't know. I just think that stuff like that would work. That along with the CCTV system with central monitoring points, that along with the established DNA database, national DNA database, and a bunch of other little tweaking here and there, Jamaica can become the place that we dream of. Sheldon Weldon, big up yourself. Sheldon Weldon says, I'm not sure if you'll ever find that in a third world country. Main reason is because the lack of resources. Lack of resources for what, Sheldon Weldon? We have to stop talking about lack of resources because them have it. Them have it. Jamaica could take a page out of Burkina Faso prison work program. Crystal G says. Kaz Robinson says, look like holiday. Look like a holiday you're on. No outside food should be cooked in the prison. You're there for punishment, not fashion show. I agree. Just with the court system, Jamaica prison is a joke. Anyway, where the head corrupt, so will be the middle and the end. Mel says, yes, SOUFLO, they will be working beautifying Jamaica 1 square mile at a time, and there would be no unfarmed land, dilapidated houses, or potholes anywhere. Exactly. Because the prison work program would be out and about and super active. You know, see, enough people are going to hate if you say this, though. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Curse said, John will behave himself when him see hard labor out a road. Yeah, just like when you are driving in Florida, right? You ever been driving, if for those of you who are in Florida, you're driving and you see the prison work program out a road, they have them on the damn highway on 95. When man I do 95, they have them out there clean up the area. You know, people drive and throw a bag out of them thing and thing. That the highways in Florida are beautiful, by the way. I just have to say that. And most places are clean. So, and it's the prison work program they have out here. Working them. Yeah, poor John. John a good boy, man. But yeah, clean up Jamaica 1 square mile at a time. Them would afraid of prison, you see? Them would afraid of prison. If you go to prison and them give you a weed whacker and have you 10, 11, 12 hours a day, 1 square mile at a time cleaning up Jamaica, I bet say you would say to yourself, and then the little youth them outside who are passing by, seeing them working, they will get a good visual of what happens when you go down that road. So that would be the deterrent. Yep, no, Sam, I'm not going to end up in a no prison work program. I see they have my big cousin out there. When them the man that they are road, nobody can talk to them. Like at them locked down the place, look how they have a man out there. Be a grass in there, they are cut yesterday, 100-degree weather. That would be a deterrent. Murray message 411 TV says, SoFlo, this live is the reason why news companies don't want to work with you. I saw. Dorothy T says, I saw a headline about American tourists missing in the Caribbean. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. I don't really jump on those news because a lot of the times they be missing in the Caribbean and them gone a man yard or them gone a girl yard. And then when they're found, they don't even say thank you to us for helping us to look for the person. Them just tell us that they were found and they're out of there. Dominican Republic is a whole nother place. A lot of people are telling me that they love the Dominican Republic and they go there and it's fun. Me not know. I've seen stories where quite a few Americans have died in the Dominican Republic. And the horror stories of how easy it is to be kidnapped there. Like one couple went, I covered that story on this channel years ago. One couple went there, it was a black couple. And the all-inclusive resort that they booked was far from the airport. But they didn't know that the road to get from the all-inclusive to the airport, from the airport to the all-inclusive they booked was like some raggedy, windy road. And on that road, you had gang members or gangsters and people pull them over, stop them with a roadblock. The girl went missing. And then the guy went missing somewhere else, and then their bodies were found apart. I don't know if y'all, they're horror stories to me. Plus, me know how majority of Dominicans that I know, that I know Black Poppy, I Spanish, and then they don't like Haitians that, me don't know, me not think more want to go to Dominican Republic. No, I've been there, and it's do not leave your hotel. Them people are dangerous. Kaz Robinson, you been there? Kaz Robinson says, no, I've been there, and it's do not leave your hotel. Them people are dangerous. Jerome Pearson says, Flo, that's a nice play on word. Have them on 9 to 5 doing a 9 to 5. When man drive 95. Yo, yeah, triple entendres, lyrics. Have them out on 95 doing a 9 to 5. When man drive by doing 95. I like that. I like that. Or rent car and drive through the hills and valley. May we pass. May we pass. And this is why I end up this is why I end up going back to Jamaica all the damn time. Cause me not lie, to all the other Caribbean islands, I'll be looking at y'all, man, and I'm like, you know, my plan, I'm a work out the plan, I'm tell the wife say yes, and that's the way I go, and then me change and go to Jamaica. Cause I'm super, at least in Jamaica I feel safe. I know how to handle myself. I know how to get around. But I need to come up out of that though. I need to come up out of that and start really going into some other Caribbean islands. Me too, SoFlo, because they don't like my Haitian people, says Sharon Ingram. And I don't want them to mistake me for a Haitian and then do me things. I've been to DR 4 times. Never had a fret while I was there, King Biggs. But King Biggs, you stay in your resort or did you venture out? Me know my Jamaican people them. Me know which part me fi go on like say me mad and stick on my head no good, and then me know which part me fi go on like I am refined and I just flew in from foreign. And me know if when me landing at them people a place, me not gonna know how to adjust myself. I've been to DR 4 times, never had a fret while I was there. Kaz Robinson said my goal was to do every island in the West Indies, but I have changed my mind. Jamaica is home and my sun spot. That's my dream too, to go island hopping. No resort, Airbnb. And you feel completely safe. King Big says he never had a worry. Sheldon Weldon said, don't be surprised, SoFlo, how many fans you will have in the other Caribbean islands. Take a chance and visit. I know, Sheldon Weldon. I know, actually, I do know, because I have had offers. I've had offers for, listen, I've had people tell me, you know, just buy your ticket and come. There's a vehicle here that you can use while you're here. One person said they had a house that they don't live in. They live in another property, and they'll let me have that house. They just go visit the house and clean it up more time, spend a night or two, but they don't really live in it. They'll let me have that house while I'm there, close by the beach, this, that, and I get offers. So I know that they're out there, but me no know. Me some parrot in my head, right? Like the person who told me they have the house and me can come out and enjoy the house and whatever. The first thing me think to myself, what if somebody I try set me up? And then now me off guard because me get caught in our next country. Them know say me not have it for me, right? And me not really know how to do get around and flex. Them set me up, and here I am now about to get ambushed and hurt. So I just start thinking paro. So I have to get out of the paro thinking in order to venture out further. Charles Law said we gave the boys money. That was a mistake. Oh, they were begging? No, sir. Then they look on your sideway after 2 days. Andre, but you have to start pulling your own weight around here. You're like, damn, I just came to visit. You invited me. Yeah, but you have to start pulling weight around here. Can I have vacation? Me don't know. Me just too independent, yeah, man. When me I go somewhere, me have to go which part me one day. Me have to feel like say me can tell somebody. Me can get rank if somebody get rude with me. Cause I have grounds. I don't want to go somewhere where I feel like I'm at the mercy of somebody else. So for all the people who have offered, and I said I will think about and take you up on your offer one day, it still stands, and I appreciate you greatly for making those offers. Me just paro. That's why I haven't ventured out yet. But I do get offers. I had offer from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I had offers from Trinidad and Tobago. I had offer Trinidad. Tobago, I want a different place. Trinidad. I had offers from where else? Dominica. I had offer from Dominica. I had offers from the Virgin Islands. These are all people who said just buy a ticket and come. Don't worry about your accommodations and everything else. And I have a vehicle here you can use while you're here, or if you want us to drive you around and show you around and stuff like that. Otis Nolan says in Georgia they have them chained together, working all day, sun up to sundown. When the youth see that, they don't want to go to jail. Grenada is just like Jamaica, even the people. Me I go venture out, man. I was telling wifey just recently too. I said, you notice how me say I was telling wifey because me don't have nobody else to talk to. I just she, but we be talking right now. I was telling her, I said, babe, so we need to go somewhere else. We need to go somewhere else because we always go Jamaica. And I think before this year is out, we need to go somewhere else, somewhere we've never been before. By the way, for the people them who are in a relationship, marriage, dating, whatever it is, if it is a relationship that you want to last for a long time, I'm learning as I go. But there's one thing with what that me and Shakira have done from day one until now. This year makes 10 years for us, right? And we have always kept new things happening. And I know you're going to say, but how much new things you can do? Because after a while, you run out of new things. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. We are still discovering new things. It could be a simple meal. We go somewhere and we're like, Lord, I wonder if you want to try that? I mean, I say, yeah, I could try it. And then we eat it and we say, rotted this good. I first may eat this, And she say, I first may eat this too, it could be like something you've never eaten before, a place you've never been before, an activity you've never done before. We just stay doing new things. There's a long list of stuff that she never did till she met me, and I never did till I met her. Entanglement, welcome also. No, sir. Enough people in Dominican Republic, black like me, even link with some Haitians out there and ask them about the treatment, King Big says. But once they realize, you no hablo español, then, they might treat you different. Found the butler we had in Barbados was good. Entanglement, welcome also. Here, Audrey. Oh, you talk about go travel, entanglement welcome also. You know, like a real well put together big woman. We say I have a house that you can come and stay at. I had one of those offers. I did, and because I turned the offer down, that person don't follow me. That person doesn't follow me anymore. I think though I said something in the morning on morning live that that person took personal. It was a big woman, and she have multiple properties on said island. I'm not gonna say which island, cause we don't want to give her nothing. On said island, you know, she have multiple properties on said island. You, she look good and all these things for her age, but you can definitely tell she's a big woman. Like, you know, I would put her in my mom's age group, but you know, she carry herself well on these things. And the offer was there first, and then you know one of them times that when me and Shakira did argue, and then people are like, "Oh my God, y'all need to take this off social media," and the person took that as an opportunity to slide in, you know, and the person was like, the person actually said, "I don't know if you're here. If you are here, you're under a different name. It's all good." The person slid in and said, "Me just a one burner." The person slid in and said, I knew something was wrong, you know. From the other day, I've been watching you and you just didn't look happy. You know, I can tell so that girl is not taking care of you, you know. Cause she's so young though, she don't know what to do. You know, you need somebody who understands you and somebody who is going to cater to you and take care of you. And I decide, same person who did that offer me the house, so we stay. And I tell me, you know, just buy your ticket and come. You don't need anything. You know, so me I said to myself, say, it's a lucky thing so me did wait. I never jump on the offer. Babe, I'm out. I'm going to XYZ Island for a few days. I'll be back. Right? Yeah. So when I said it on Morning Thoughts now, I said something to the effect of, me don't know why them woman here think me into old man. Me no want no big old man. I'm into younger women. That's why I have a younger wife. Right? So from me said that, me never see her on the channel again after that. From me said that. And it wasn't really directed at, well, then again, it probably was directed at her. It probably was. It probably was directed at her. What? What? I rebuke that spirit in Jesus' name of Nazareth. Audrey. I went with my friend 2 weeks ago. Wait there. Yeah, but from me said that it was like she never showed up on the channel again. But she did look good though, me not lie. Looked very good. But I'm just not, me no want the drama in my life. Listen, I'm very much aware of the opportunities that are out there, but you must also remember, say, as a man, remember, say your wife can do what you I do too. If you're out there, do things. You know what I mean? And that's not something that I don't want to invite that energy into my relationship. Cause once you start it, is I not gonna be stopping something. You know, next thing this big woman go have me down there in the islands of bus bump and face and me lay down on couch whole day. You know, we're looking at the nice clean waters where you can see to the bottom of the turquoise waters and all this. Next thing you know, every 2 weeks me fly out gone down there. I'm not opening that door. I'm not opening. Bus bump on face. Well, hey, them wicked, you know, when them a bus bump on your face, hear them now? They're like, I should really make you come outside look like this. Turn your head. Turn your head. You have a blackhead in your ears, man. This I gonna hurt like a bit here, babes. Alright, try to take this out. Should really make you go outside and look like this? Like, look, the 4 big blackhead them in your ears. That girl don't care about you, you know. She don't, she don't really care about you, you know. And she have bus bump on you. Turn around. Turn this way. Look at all the stuff me I squeeze out of your nose. Jeez. She have your skin a look so. Your pretty skin. That woman don't care about you, man. That's why I have to take good care of you when you come around me, you know. Yeah. You want to go swimming later? What you want for dinner? Yeah? Flying fish and cuckoo? Alright. You never have that before? Okay. Alright. I'm going to make sure so you have some of that Good stuff today. All right, turn your head this way now. All right, look on this side. Look on all them pimple here on your jawline. Oh my God. And she looking at your face every day and she not see them something here. Eh? This I got hurt a little bit here, but I have to squeeze this out. Lord, look on the amount of something where come out tight. Then, what a wicked girl. Look here. Look on this. I saw she make you go out. The whole time I cuss. The whole time when your wife I get cuss out, you know. Yeah. Tell about them girl, man. Them don't know if to take care of a good man. And you are a good man. Be a pampering. Next thing you know, you know, come back home. You know, come back home. SOUFLOTV doing morning thoughts from Barbados for the last 2 months. And what happened? What happened? SOUFLO, you're not going back to Florida. Shakira alone left there with the picnic them. Yes, I'm in Barbados getting my armpits shaved and my damn beard plucked and blackhead busting at ears and massage done daily and these things. Me not open up them door there, sir. You have to see certain things and pass. I'll pass it. Destruction is near. Gerald, Flo, you said she would try something new. Would you go to hedonism in Jamaica? I would never go. Imagine seeing 2 people on the beach eating forbidden fruit. Yo, Gerald. Nah, bro. Me not do that. Me not doing that. You talk about a nude beach or nude resort. I've heard people that went there said, all right, one girl, we're calling before, she said she went because she's a freak and she flew to Jamaica and she went to hedonism. She said, it's bare old people in there and I look for somebody to sleep with. And she left with no action, right? And then our couples are old people, mostly old people in there. You go downstairs in the middle of the night, you go jump in the jacuzzi, one bag of old naked man in the jacuzzi, European men and all American men. And she's talking about like in their 70s and 80s and stuff. And then I said, so you were walking around naked? And she was, no, a next person tell me, say, them go there. But yo, me keep on my clothes the whole time I was there. And I know some people were looking at me. I said, people didn't look on you crazy because you keep on your clothes because everybody's naked. And they were like, nah, because it's optional. You could go naked or you could keep your clothes on. After seeing the people I saw in there, I decided to just keep my clothes on the whole time I was there. Oh, me can't do that at my yard. Me can't do that at my yard. I wait till the kids go to sleep or send them go somewhere and me and wife can hedonism at the house. Me not go no resort. Me and man compare wood size and there's something there. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. And you know they're gonna be watching your front too the whole time you in there. Bare old people and people don't have shape. 1 and 2 working girls go there. I see it from the Sandal party boat, Sheldon, well done. Where you say 1 and 2 working girls go over there. Go make a money. After them done entice the drunk tourists. Can't go any further. You want to touch the pumps? You have to pay. Oh God, but I thought we were having fun. We are, but nothing comes for free. Oh God. All along, someone still did it. Wait there. Someone still they pin them wife. British Jamaican girl. And all along, someone mine still they pan them wife. Yes. Cause me good which part me there, you know. Me good with me there, man. My wife and my one-stop shop. Me not forgot. Some people are not that fortunate. They have to go outside for the X and the Y and the Z. Me not forgot now for me X, Y, and Z. My X, Y, and Z they are my yard. So me good. But it was no disrespect. I wasn't trying to disrespect the lady. Me never try to make her feel bad neither. But obviously she knew that as she me did a talk about. So she just, but the way how you unfollow me. The way, so you try to tell me say we could have do a thing, but since me decide so we can't do a thing, you just unfollow me. So you could have just keep on follow the channel, but just, you know, Old folks need excitement too, says Nance. I guess. Nah, man. If for those of you who work in healthcare, you know what time it is with them old people. Especially for those of you who work in any long-term care facility, you know what time it is with them. With the older people that, oh my God. You can't apologize for hidden motives, Nans. Not true? But just not like make people feel bad. But it's true. I saw them when I went to the river where the rafting is, says British Jamaican girls. I brag yard and brag so flow. Yeah, man, my one-stop shop is in my house, you know. Like, I'm good. Not really. I believe I get them pick me out of my bed though. You know, my kids still sleep in my bed. My children still sleeping on my bed, especially my daughter. My daughter make me have to come out of the bed. So me and Kai go sleep in one different bed. She sleep up on her mother and she sleep on top of her mother. Malani is 4. She sleep on her mother or up under her mother, like way up in her back. And if she don't get that, she wake up. So me tell wife, say, you know, they're only 1, 2, 3, 4 years old and them age they're once in a life. And look how quick I'm looking at my older children as big people. She's gonna be that soon too. And these are days that you're gonna wish you could have again. They'll never hug you the same again like how they hugged you when they were that small. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll never be as dependent on you again ever in life than that. So you try draw that out as much as you can and enjoy that. It's a buzz killer. It's a buzz killer. Me used to think like one alarm upon our mother front. Cause every time me touch it, this a little girl, and no matter which part she there in the house, she's finding that room or she finding wherever we at. So I was like, damn. Can't get little nookie in the late night after we done plan the day already and say we are going to tire them out. So when time them drop asleep, we carry them go park, we carry them go beach, we do movies, we do everything. And as soon as little something start, here they come. In the middle of the night. You know, it comes with parenting, man. You know, some people get frustrated because of that. I leave them relationship, or go cheat or mash up their relationship altogether. When actually that's a part of the journey. A part of the journey. Yeah. Thief peace when you can, you know, and keep it exciting and these kind of things. Or just yearn for some because you haven't had it in a while because too much are going with the picnic them and all these things. So you know, so the next time you do it, it's going to be proper, well, intense and these things. A part of the journey, yeah, man. Sliding on your sliding on my DM, me I tell you. Yeah. Healings, ones and ones. Unstoppable Josh, big up yourself. Put brandy in our night. Drunk off the baby them. Some of my children did the same thing with me and my ex-husband, and we had to sleep separately. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. My wife take herself and gone. She'll be, I don't know, should they hear appointment or whatever, should they hear my daughter when she in at the house now? Why you in mommy's room? I said, little girl, why you in mommy's room? The master bedroom, you know. Why you in mommy's room? I said, this is our room, Malani. This is my room and your mom's room. She said, no, this is mommy's room. No, this is mommy's room. Why you in mommy's room? Why you looking in mommy's drawers? I said, Malani, stop. Stop. But to her, me not in the room, you know. She feel like say I feel her room and her mother room. Yeah. British Jamaican girls, SOUFLOTV, soon when you drop them off at school and they come kiss and hug you, they will say, bye mom, bye dad, for real. True. True. Right now, my oldest son, he's going to be checking in. He'll be living on campus. I think it's April, starting April, which we're in That's next month. And I got Jaden and Kosi, 2 more. This their last year coming up in high school. They'll be going off to college soon too. So we're gonna be dropping them off and saying bye too. And then it's gonna be the little ones, them next, or their sister who is 10, and them next. Time fly, man. Time fly. You have to like cherish the moments, while you have them. I've seen kids tell their parents, drop me down the street. Oh my God, you don't drop me in front of the school. Please drop me down the street. And I know, so them shame of them parents, it's just like, I think they want to feel independent. And then, mommy or daddy are going to say, I love you. Mwah, mwah. And they're like, oh, dad. Okay, I got to go. Kind of thing, I miss those days. You blink and they're grown, says Audrey Wright. Yeah, man. I tell them, say, I kiss them up on everything in front of everybody, and they're like, no, you're not. They used to be cool with it. Now it's like, no, you're not. Dad. Stop. Stop. I kiss them up in front of everybody same way. I'm showing up. I told my sons, I said, I'm going to show up to your, if I'm not getting my daddy attention, I'm showing up to your football games in chalata slippers, some tight, short shorts, body huggers, your teal on one side and your balls puff up on the next side, and, some short t-shirt or something. I'll be running down the sideline talking about, that's my player, number 57, that's my boy, that's my boy. My son say, when I run off, I feel I'll never stop running. He's like, please don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm going to run off the field and I'll never stop running, I swear. Please don't do it. That's my boy. Multiple socks. You know them Jesus sandals there? The one them where all of you tore them out. The one them will look like this the Birkenstock slippers. Yeah, and some of them there are some short shorts. Some shorts with, you're a black man, but you have tan lines same way. You know them part of your body that where sun never touch? Your short shorts are show them the part of your body. Of your body there. So your leg have 3 color. That's my boy. That's my go number 57. That's my boy. Jesus sandals and socks. Oi. Multiple color socks. I saw. I never realized I look like Mas Cleavy, so I see somebody said something about look more like him grandfather. I never realized I look like Mas Cleavy so until Mas Cleavy actually passed away. And I pull out the pictures of being in. Oh, somebody said they wanted to see when I was in the army. Hold up. I'm going to show you. I tend to share. I'm coming out of my shell more. So I start share stuff more with my audience. Let me see. These are all pictures that were taken in Iraq. All of them, yeah. But one picture I want to see this morning, yeah, is this one. This is when I joined the army. This is how me look when I joined the army. When me tell people say me these skinny, that's me when I joined. I was in Fort Benning basic training, and I had just graduated too. Actually, I hadn't graduated yet because I didn't earn my blue cord yet, and there's no blue cord on my uniform. But that's what everybody says. Everybody is like, yo, that's Kai. That. And then went from that. This was on a deployment, right? This is when I got to this is the first time I got up to 250 pounds. So when you go to an infantry unit and you leave that skinny, by the time them done put you in a weight room, you see, and feed you through the DFAC and all that, you get big. You end up getting super big. you end up getting strong. Yeah, but the basic training one I wanted y'all to see. Here's another one. This right here. I think this right here, we were getting ready for a mission in Samara. We were about to go take over this town, which we did violently. And then that's me right here at my vehicle. Straight infantry. All right. Let me see. We got any more to show? Most of these I really don't want to show. I think that's enough for now. We're gonna stick to. That's enough. You can't say how tall I was, right? If you look, you could see I'm the tallest person here. See me in the back, you know. That's the team. That was the team heading out. One thing I always loved to do was to write, and it's crazy because this picture. By the way, here's a picture of Saddam Hussein. This is one of Saddam Hussein's palaces. This is a birthday palace, but this is a house that he built for his daughter. This is her birthday present, right? That was Saddam Hussein's daughter's birthday present. And that's the Euphrates River right behind it. It's in the Bible. That river is in the Bible. Let me see. Readying up the guns. That's a 240 grenade launcher, by the way. Let's have bag of pictures here. First aid. This is what I did at this particular deployment. This is what I was doing to keep myself sane. But tell me, all right, that book, you probably can't see it. No, you can't see it from this light, but that was my bed where I slept. And the book had a I drew, like, I was telling myself, I draw one album cover. And I was gonna do, when I get back, I was gonna put all my experience into music if I made it back, and all these other things. Just the things that you do, never leave you. This one is on the same compound. This was Saddam Hussein's main home. This was Saddam Hussein's main home. And his daughter's birthday palace was right behind it, the one that I showed y'all earlier. Sergeant Martinez, man in the gun. Some people don't want to show no. Yeah, I ain't gonna show no more. I won't show anymore. I'm gonna just keep these for another day. But miss them time that's still, miss those days. Good times and bad times. Thanks for sharing and for your service, T95 South and everybody else. Big up yourself. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's a lot of pictures, but some of them I just don't want to share like right now still. But one day we will share more of them. I let me tell you more story behind some of them. I was just showing wifey the basic training picture, like how skinny me used to be on all these things. Anyhow, the last. Let me see what time it is. 11:34. The last story for this morning was a woman that's charged in the death of the Digicel employee. I don't know if y'all know about this. This is where I said they use pum pum to lure him. A female allegedly lured the telecom worker into a deadly trap. police have made a breakthrough in the killing of Jamaica Digicel employee whose body was found in a barrel last month after he was reported missing. 3 women have been charged with murder in connection to the killing. Others are in custody and the police are seeking several more suspects. The deceased is 43-year-old Kevin Walker from Antrim Road in Vineyard Town, Kingston 3. He was a sales administrator at the telecommunication company. He was also an avid businessman who ran other car sales business as well as a loan business. Walker was found inside of a blue plastic barrel along Industrial Terrace in the Kingston Western Division on February 3rd of 2025. His stolen debit card, credit cards have since been recovered also. Those who are charged are Anita Vanzi, who's 30 years old, female, from Mark Lane, Shade Bennett, she's 29, from Oxford Street, and Joanne Birdie Williams, who's 36, from Oxford Street as well, all from Kingston. They've been charged with murder. They've been charged with conspiracy to murder. They've been charged with simple larceny. They've been charged with being a part of a criminal organization. They've been charged with providing benefits to a criminal organization. They've been charged with misprison of felony. That's when you know about a crime, serious crime, and you never tell. They've been charged with accessory before and after the fact. They've been charged with accessory after the fact and preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. The police have listed 2 men as persons of interest in connection with the killing also. They are LaVar Witter, a man who is known as Shino, and LaVar Witter. These men were asked to report to the Denham Town Police Station by 6 p.m. yesterday. Haven't heard any word of them turning themselves in. Assistant Commissioner Michael Phipps, head of the Area 4 Police, told News Media House that the breakthrough was a result of the cutting-edge technology and forensic science that the Jamaica Constabulary Force has recently employed. After weeks of meticulous investigation, our team of investigators, supported by our partners and our significant stakeholders, Jamaica love talk about stakeholders, man, utilize advanced technology and other forensics, including DNA forensics, to examine, re-examine the evidence and identify new leads in the murder, ACP Phipps said. The combination of advanced technology and forensic expertise has proven to be a game changer in our efforts to solve this particular crime. Information reaching the media house indicated that around 10 a.m. on February 1st, Walker, he left his home and he went to go meet up with some women who had promised him some of the good. And they lured him into the Hannatown community. Yep, yo, Pum Pum, we make you do something, man. I don't know if y'all ever done this, but you're gone in some community where you know, say, you're going to have a few man, when you reach into the community, ask you like, who you know around here? Where you do in ya? Who you come to see? You have to go take some street side interrogation. For going to some community, for this or something here. Anyways, that's the same thing with him. Now, while he was there at the location that the women lured him to, promising him so them go give him a freak off threesome, he was accosted by 3 men at a premises. So the woman them get him for, strip down and get ready and action about to take place and all these things, and them run out and 3 men run in. The men robbed him of his debit and credit cards. Then they forced him to give up his personal identification PIN and his online banking information, which he did. They were torturing him. Immediately afterwards, they said that the women left with the cards and the banking information. They withdrew a significant amount of money, which they came back and distributed, shared up with the men who ran in. Immediately afterwards, the police said that the two women took the cards, went to the ATM at Crossroads, St. Andrew, where they withdrew significant amount of money from Walker's cards, and then they returned to the premises and shared up the monies. And on Sunday, February 2nd, 2025, a day after he went missing, a missing persons report was made at the Vineyard Town Police Station for Walker. The body was found the following day, but was not immediately identified due to an advanced stage of decomposition. So that did happen to him. The Digicel worker that went missing, and his body was found in the barrel. I know some of you have heard about his situation. Oh God, the man did. I mean, know in a few mind, he must say, "Boy, me catch 3 freaky girl in a day, yeah. You know, long me there, eat up my pan, me cornmeal porridge and these things. I'm ready. Me can handle it. Or it's just a life experience we got talk about. And then this be your last day on earth. Damn. Anyway, he was lured in. Them find out how I do him. The only thing I don't get about Jamaica is this. They know the individuals they're looking for, but they won't publish their identity. They must have some kind of picture somewhere. You see, this is why the DNA database, the national DNA database, is important, you know. A lot of the times, these guys have had run-ins with the law before. I didn't know that in Jamaica, in order to have fingerprint taken and all these other things, a special order has to be put in. Like, you know, like in the United States of America, even if you get arrested on traffic violation, if you end up going through the jail system, the first thing you do when they go in there is they capture your biometrics. Don't? Right. In Jamaica, when people are arrested, their biometrics aren't necessarily captured upon that arrest. So there's nothing in the database that they can refer back to and say, I wonder if the man where we catch last week did I drive recklessly or come out of the community there. I wonder if I him. Because we did arrest him, you know, but we let him go in the morning. They didn't capture any biometrics of the individual. SOUFLO, you're so hilarious at times. We really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. British Jamaican girl. Big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly too. Thank you. Wait there. He's a damn fool too. He should have taken them to a hotel, says British Jamaican girl. I agree. But it is said that he was raised in that community as well. So I'm probably feel comfortable, you know. He was raised in that community and he just moved out of that community, they said a year ago. So, you know, things are going for him in a life because he has a car dealership business. He has a loan company business and he's a salesperson for Digicel. This is an individual that juggles multiple streams of income, multiple work, and get his money, his coins from different angles. So him did start elevating a life to the point where you can say, yeah man, we can go buy a house over so, right? Somebody will step up in a life then. But you feel like you're still, like you know your community. We can't go around them man, nothing on dummy. Well, that was a big mistake for him. According to the Gleaner, it was printed in the Gleaner that he was raised in that community as well, and he just moved out of that community a year ago. Yeah, they wasn't thinking that they would have been caught just because of lack of certain systems. Yeah, BM, they thought they would have gotten away with it, you know. It's sad that his life ended like that, though. Sandra Ellis, thank you for being here. You came in right when we were about to end this live. But I appreciate you being here. I suspect you were watching all along. Yeah, wanna be careful out there here, man. I was going to use this story because we can't bring him back. But we can certainly put out a message and learn from what he did. Listen. That little piece of something there, it has been the downfall of many men. Many men. It's been used to lure men to their deaths. It mash up enough man head. It make enough man crash out and mash up them own life. Be cautious out here. Be cautious out here. That's all I have to say. You know? And again, for me, here's another good reason to be a one burner. Right, that's all. You know, I go out one night, you see? So me and wifey did an argue. And we were arguing for this is like a couple of years ago. We were arguing for like a whole week straight. She decided, says she'll go her mother yard. I said, all right. She gone her mother yard. You know, in my head now, I say, you're not gonna know mother yard. You're gonna man. But she took the kids with her, went to our mom's. You know, we FaceTime from our mother yard, me and the kids and everything. But me still I tell myself what I want to tell myself. See? So I say, yeah, man yard you gone, so me I go out. I went out one night when she was gone. And, you know, I go out and I buy a bottle. The bottles were like $2.50 or $3.50, something like that. I buy a bottle. And I stand up by myself. See, you know, I have a little, you know, when they bring the bottle with the ice and the bucket and the cups and whatever. So I put out like 3 cups, 4 cups, and put some ice in them and fill them up with drinks. As me full up the 3, 4 cup them with the drinks, beer girls surround me. Now I'm not drinking heavy because I know I gotta drive. Full up the cup them. Anyway, the girls them around me end up drink off the drinks. Me not dance with nobody or nothing, you know. Them a dance and being suggestive and whatever. When the drinks done and I was getting ready to leave, one of them asked me if I'm not taking her with me. I mean, I said to myself, say, look how easy it is to get woman. Like, I'm not taking if you're not taking me with you. I said, nah, I'm solo dolo, you know. So I left them. I went out, I had a time, and I left them with whatever was left in the bottle. It wasn't all the way done, but whatever was left in it and the bucket and the chaser them and everything. And I left them, and the girl was adamant that I should take her with me and she want to come in on me. I said, no, sir. Now, why me say no, sir, is not because me wouldn't want to do nothing, you know. Because me feel like me if you do something that day there. But what stopped me, I'll be honest, I never want to do nothing, me feel like me need to get back. Seeing? So what stopped me though was something kept playing in my head that said, what if you bring that girl with you and you wake up the next morning? Because I tell myself, say, if I carry her with me, go back to her house and, you know, wake up the next morning and hear, say, SOUFLOTV raped me. Or something like that. You know how embarrassing that would be? You know how embarrassing that would be? Y'all would be looking at me out here like how no fun to look upon CMR now. I mean, CMR case is molestation of a minor, but mine would have been for rape. And you don't have no way of proving you didn't do that. Once a girl start call your name on them something there. So I said to myself, say, you know what, SOUFLO? The best thing you can do, I carry home yourself. Go be lonely. Because you know what could have come with this. And I left them there. And the whole night me I think, say, boy, I should have carried the girl come. But I was so glad when I didn't though. I say, yes, my youth, you turn big man now. You know, you turn big man now for real. If you go somewhere with unknown persons, take a picture and send to someone you trust. I just not gonna know with no unknown person. I'm not picking up no stray girl and me not going nowhere with no unknown person. This brother, theme life ended just because of that. Sexy promises and, you know, three we are gonna do it, you know, and one are gonna do this while one is doing that. And you ever have that before? And you did it talk about no, never had that before. You know, well, we can show you and blah blah blah. Them draw you away easy. Draw you away easy. I love going out, coming home to who I went out with. I love getting, if me I go get drunk, me get drunk in my own place. I'm just that kind of guy. Like out is not it for me anymore. Me go out, you know, and enjoy myself too, you know. But home is just safe here, man. So that's the message we're gonna end upon this morning. Home is safe. Home is safe. Nobody can call your name upon nothing. Nobody can say, cause I wasn't there. I wasn't there and I didn't bring you here. So nobody could call your name on nothing. You just left out tight. For real, SOUFLOTV, you get to expect the unexpected. Yes, I'm glad to say them thing that bubble up in my mind, you know, because I was going to make a dumb decision. And then, even if I didn't get in trouble, I would still have to live with that on my conscience. Like, you brought a strange woman into your house that you share with Shakira and not make them thing that ride my conscience more than anything else. You're up on the same bed I try to do something. You can't forget what you do on the bed there with somebody else, and you're gonna have to try to hold that secret for the rest of your life and all these things. No, sir. Me good. Me good. Plus, I don't want nobody to have nothing to say about me either. At all. I've been inside of his house. I know what you know. Some women stay right. Like they will actually go to your woman and be like, "Girl, please, I've been inside of your house. I could tell you what your bathroom look like. Yeah, the one that's on the left side of the house. The walk-in closet in the master bedroom. Don't it have a hook on the back door at the door that hang? And don't you put a blah 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 on that door? Don't you have a when they start this this? I'll freak them all freak up your life. No, you know. Don't even want you. Them just want some drama in your life. So no, me not give nobody nothing to talk about. And me I try to keep myself safe too at the same time. And you know that them are gonna do. Bright out. Not true, Audrey? Yeah, them thing there. I learned. I got caught up before years ago when I was a juvie. I wasn't a juvie, but I was a young fool. I never know no better. And me telling you a story already, man. Come home and the girl I sit down in my living room crying with the woman that I was with. She crying her eyes out. I'm try to make a beeline and run out of the apartment and me here. No, come here. We gotta work this out. Me I look upon this girl like, you serious? What you are doing here? But you can't say it to her, so you try talk to her with your eye them like you give her the crazy look, then you give her the surprised look, and you give her the mad look. You're like, what you are doing here? The girl start bawl. She stop even look upon me. She just look upon the girl the whole time. I look upon the woman. And I bawl, you know, some big cow ball into her. She said she in love and she can't hold it no more and she have to talk. And I said, look at this big dumb. Now you both mash up my life and your life. So me learn, my friend. Me learn. Me don't want to go down the road there again. I don't want to go down the road there again. Anyhow, we're gonna end it on this note this morning. By the way, that individual that did that, I had to cut all contact. A real life story, me I tell you, I had to cut all contact with that individual. Me and that individual, they had remained friends for a while, but you know, wifey wasn't having it, even though the individual was a friend from way back when. We could have a whole nother discussion on that. Must a man or must people give up friends that they had? Say you know somebody 15 years before you met your wife or your husband. Yeah, you did have a thing where go on, but that thing that go on way back then. Do you end that communication, cut that off, or do you continue to be friends and make your partner know, say, listen, this is a friend for life? You know what I mean? Which one do you do? So it took some time, but eventually had to cut that completely off. Sever that tie. Sever that tie permanently. Yeah. BM say yes, cut. BM, no whole heap of words. Yes, cut. Cut. Like the person the other day would say, ice. Yes, cut. Cut. That depends on what type of relationship you had, great goodies. Then that me say you used to dugu back in the day. But it's been years. Yeah, you used to do your thing. Cut off. I'll be a cut off. I'll be a cut off. You see on the screen. You used to dugu back in the day. You know? And then, distance and time. And then you just remain friendship through social media. I haven't even seen the individual in person in about 15 years. Right? Anyone a friend used too loosely? Friend is used too loosely? That's a hard no. Wait, that's a hard no? Like, great goodies. Cut or keep the relationship. That's a hard no. Don't cut them off. If it was the other way around, you wouldn't have it. There you go. You're right. And because I'm a real person, I'm going to keep it real like that. I wouldn't have it if it's the other way around either. So I don't want that cut too. So yeah, a cut it was. But yeah, that same person that me are telling about, that, it happened way back in the day, but we had been friends for all these years regardless. Come home all one day and my girl stand up in front of my door with the big knife where I was telling y'all that was stabbing up the tree and stuff, mash out the whole of my glass, them out of my car window and everything like that. Yeah. All fire stick easy for catch. British Jamaican girl. All fire stick easy for catch. Yeah, so we cut that. Cut that. So yeah, I'm here exclusively a one burner. It is what it is. I'm saving money and living more productively. That's that. She will always think about what she had before, says Kaz. Yeah, that's life. Why you sound so defeated? Yeah. Saving money and living more productively, yeah. One burner it is. It is. Got, I'm gonna left it right there, so before me say all the things then way, me have to go back up later with explanation that is unnecessary. So with that said, manners and respect to each and every one that would tune it in. Shakira is probably listening right now. She knows I'm not do nothing. I ain't doing a thing. She my everything. She my one stop everything. She know that. She know me not do a thing. When you have a man where you can't find him 24/7, I probably him end up get bun. Women be talking about how they want one good man where faithful to them and a one burner. Them get bored and tired of you. Yeah, you're around them too much now. Yeah, and when they can find you all the time and them know pretty much say, he'll always be there kind of thing. You start get taken advantage of. Next thing you know, you get the bun, You're not there worry about bun and you get I'm so tired of him. I just need something new. Yeah. But anyway, I hope that's not the case. I can only hope that that's not the case. Yeah, but she knows she can find me 24/7, 365. And that's a lot to say. And I'm super dependable for her. And that's a lot to say. I'm that call me any hour of the day or night. I'm that you know where to find me 24/7, 365. So she good, man. She good. She watch and laugh and take all this into account. And sometimes keep notes. So I sometimes keep notes, so me have to go explain later when it pop up for no reason. We shop for new shoes, not new partners, says Nance. Uh, yeah, Nance, yeah. Speak for yourself here, Nance. Speak for yourself, cause a lot of the sisters them out here shop for new partners all the time. All the time. Pretending they're shopping for new shoes. Our treat we like new shoes, old shoes. Out with the old, in with the new. Blessings, Westmoreland women are the best as long as you keeping alive, says Kaz Robinson. I guess me get a good one. Me not complain here, sir. My own good. I'm good. And that's all that matters. Big up on yourself. I appreciate you being here. Behave on yourself. We're good. We're grown people, but sometimes we misbehave. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate you again. Have a wonderful day. Keep a smile on your face. Life is short. Okay? Cherish your experiences. Don't do nothing where you're going to regret tomorrow or where you have to shameful of and hold down your head. Whatever is done in the dark always comes out to light, whether it's today, tomorrow, or forever down the road, which you think was going to be forever, suddenly appears in front of you. Just try to live upright and good. Seeing? All right. Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be careful. But if you can't be careful, she said be good. But if you can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. Knowing that we are not in control of all this, the Most High is. I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. One love, people. I'm out. Peace. But there I try end the life on the wrong screen. Peace.